Hey everybody, good evening. Oh my god, look at everybody. What's up, Satellite, Fury, Naren, Chalkcar, Eva, Mizray, Arcane, Naren again, Dominic, Larry. Hi everybody, hello everyone. Hello one and all. Happy Monday, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all suitably surprised. Yes, it's Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you had a good Monday. I hope everything is good. I had a pretty good weekend. My parents came to visit yesterday. We had delicious lunch, hung out, had a really good time. And then today I was kinda busy, and I jogged to the beach, and I played a lot of Playdate. That was the main thing. I actually spent most of my free time playing this. Like, all the little games I got for this have been wonderful. That and a lot of Picross, so. Yes, and I was just super excited about tonight. Very excited. So. Plays the Pathfinder Society on Saturday, ran some Starfinder 2 playtest on Sunday. So I guess you're pretty excited right now. That's what it seemed like. I saw some people saying they're not surprised I did this coming off of Rogue Trader. Some people saying they are. That's the main reason, honestly. To jump right into it. I enjoyed Rogue Trader so much. I really enjoyed Rogue Trader. It was one of those games that even after just shy of 100 hours in it, when I beat it, I was genuinely tempted to start another playthrough. But I was like, no, that's a terrible idea. We're not going to do that. I will absolutely burn out before I get through it. However, Owlcat did make other games before this one. And yes, I know. Okay, so here's the thing. I know some of these. I know the Pathfinder games have a bit of reputation, especially Kingmaker. I have played Kingmaker a little bit. I didn't get to any really bad sticking points in that. I've heard that Wrath of the Righteous is an improvement over Kingmaker. I'm also coming at this from the perspective of when I was playing Rogue Trader on another Discord I'm on. People were just like going nuts over builds and like what character, how do I optimize this and stuff. And I played through Rogue Trader with a generic warrior, and I clicked buttons, and I had zero issues getting through that entire game. I didn't come close to losing a single fight in that. So if Wrath of the Righteous is harder than that, and I assume it is, from the way people talk about it, I think we'll still be okay. I'm not expecting this to be exactly like Rogue Trader. I know the combat system's different. I know Pathfinder's is its own RPG system, but yeah. I think it'll be okay. Whoa, what the hell was that? Oh, bot, nice. Wow, I haven't seen a bot around here in ages. Rogue Trader is supposed to be way easier overall than the Pathfinder games. I mean, it was no trouble to get through, certainly. Been a little curious about these. Not enough to got playthroughs. I guess I'm not as happy with this. This is a CRPG pick. General advice: you should be able to get through if you just single class instead of trying to do fancy multi-classing builds. Good. Because that's what I intend to do. The first time I play an RPG, I don't set out to do anything crazy. I don't intend to do anything wild. We're not going to do any meme builds or anything. I will probably make a very generic warrior and see how that goes. Wrath of the Righteous is considerably harder. Okay, here's a question for those of you that play a lot of CRPGs. How does the difficulty in Wrath of the Righteous compare to the difficulty in Pillars of Eternity? Also, good evening, Dayron and F-Zero Racer, and everybody else I didn't give a proper greeting to, because there's just so much going on tonight, damn it. Too exciting. I'm too excited. I'm really excited about this, honestly. I had, you know, I had mentioned before I had a couple possibilities for tonight. I was originally gonna let you all vote between 6 different options. 3 of them older games and 3 of them newer games. But since y'all abdicated your democratic responsibilities, I just picked this one. Hated the alignment system in this game. Should be a bit harder because Pathfinder is a much fiddlier system. Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do. I know, if I'm not mistaken, this one has a story difficulty. So I will most likely start the game on normal, whatever normal is. And then if things go particularly badly, I can bump it down. I feel like Pillars of Eternity is pretty forgiving and open arms to players. Pathfinder, okay. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Also, this is a democratic playthrough. I am going to be letting y'all decide how long you want us to be on this. And I reserve the flexibility to tap out of this if it does, for whatever reason, just get frustratingly difficult or is just, you know, not that engaging. Because I've never played this. I put a couple hours into Kingmaker. And I put 100 hours into Rogue Trader, and I know this is closer to the former than the latter. So we'll see what happens. But yes, at some point tonight, not right now certainly, because we haven't even gotten started, but at some point tonight, please register your vote regarding your interest in this. Democratic, unless I disagree with the majority. So this one, I know I killed the democracy on Final Fantasy VI real fast because I know Final Fantasy VI. I knew I was going to like it. I was liking it. Everybody was liking it. I could read the room on that one. This one, I don't know. I genuinely don't know how people are gonna respond to this. I don't know how I'm gonna respond to this. Also, this game is fucking long. Like 100-hour playthrough. I have all the DLC for it, by the way, and I am extremely side quest pilled. So there's a lot to see and do in this. So I'm most likely going to leave voting open indefinitely, so that people can start telling me in not so subtle ways that they're beginning to fatigue of it if we stay on it too long. Bet this eventually gets game over regardless. Yeah, just because it's such a long game, you know? And I feel like people are not going to want to watch this for literal months on end unless it's just amazing. Worst case scenario is playthrough will end 6 years from now. Pillars feels very D&D derived. They did a lot to retool stuff to make things work more smoothly across different classes. PoE's stats look superficially similar, actually very different from PS and application. We'd get to the end of Nintendo Power first. Well, I suppose there's no time like the present then. We should probably go ahead, because I mean, character creation is going to take like the next 2 hours anyway. That's the main thrust of tonight. We got to make a character before we get rolling. But yeah, I'll remind you of the schedule and what's going on, and then we'll begin our Pathfindering. Good evening, Follower. Good to see you. Curious as to how this is going to go. Never play it yourself. Read these games to be hard to get into, even for a player accustomed to CRPGs. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. This may be a little ambitious on my part, but again, I just spent 100 hours playing Rogue Trader and absolutely loved it. So I at least want to give Alcat's other games a shot. And I played a little bit of Kingmaker, and you know, not enough to get a real good feel of it for it, but I was liking what I was doing. So anyway, the schedule. Tonight is Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Tomorrow and Wednesday may also be Wrath of the Righteous, depending on how y'all's voting goes. Or we can tap out of this real fast, and I will just play it on my own. I've made a point not to start any more big games on my own in case y'all lose interest in this real fast, so I can just play it myself. So no worries either way. I'm going to play Wrath of the Righteous until I get sick of it regardless. It's up to y'all whether or not that happens on stream or not. Thursday, back to the Power Hours. Thursday and Saturday will, of course, be January 1995. I get the feeling we're going to finish the issue this week. I think that's pretty likely. We're 2/3, 3/4 of the way through it. So nothing has really slowed us down too much. Which is good. I mean, the sooner we get into 1995, the sooner we get to some really good shit like Chrono Trigger. And then Friday depends on y'all, actually. Y'all are presently voting on when to hold the March Community Night, either this Friday or next Friday. So maybe it'll be Community Night this week. Maybe it'll be one of our regular features, either a Weird Old Wheel or a Curator Connect Again. That's the plan. Support this for as long as logical. I admit part of me wants to nudge you into playing Anachronox in Siberia. Siberia will happen sometime. Anachronox is a very... I need to be in a very specific mood for Anachronox. I would not expect that one anytime soon. Anachronox is a singular game in many ways, not all of them good. We're gonna tie it, that's the meme. I'll warn, if you tie this one, as long as I'm enjoying it, we're just gonna keep going. Like, that's the policy, so. Same but Scald, dude, I love Scald. I would totally be down for streaming Scald sometime. It's not a super long game either. That would, you know what? Scald would be a really good fit for Halloween. That would be a great Spooktober game. I might stick that one in my back pocket for Spooktober. Since we're not gonna be doing like full Spooktober stuff anymore, that would be really cool. If it ties, you gotta play it and its replacement simultaneously. Considering I don't even know what its replacement would be, that would be tough. Good evening, Zem. Yes, it is. And you're just in time. We're new gaming. We're doing it. Oh boy. Sure. Do whatever the hell you want. Okay. Well, this is pretty. I like this. By the way, for the uninitiated, you might be wondering, what the hell is Pathfinder? What is this thing that's going on? I didn't actually know either. I have assumed all this time that it was some kind of like subset of D&D or something. It's actually essentially a fork of D&D. A D&D magazine lost their license to publish D&D content, and under the old open gaming license, appropriated a bunch of D&D systems and kit bashed together their own fantasy role-playing game back in like 2008, 2009, something like that. And the first couple of years it was out, it was actually selling better than D&D. Which I had no idea about. That was shocking to me. Now I believe it's pretty consistently second or third place behind it. But Dungeons and Dragons, following in the time-honored tradition of idiot companies spawning their own biggest competitors. Are you allowed to fork D&D nowadays? I don't know, actually. I know the open gaming license is still a thing. Because I was skimming the Wikipedia for Pathfinder before the stream, and they did have to let go of certain things And they're apparently published under a different open gaming license now, not the original one that they forked it under. But yeah. Pathfinder is 3.5 edition with blackjack and hookers. You can even use it to make video games. See Oh, okay, so that's where Solasta comes from. It's a long and dumb story. We don't need to get into that. We have our own long and dumb story to play through. So, you can actually choose your story, which is neat. Well, we're gonna do main story, obviously. Join the struggle against the World Wound. The epic war between Galarian and the Abyss has raged for more than 100 years. Up to now, the Crusader armies have barely managed to curb the overwhelming enemy forces, but not for much longer. The Demon Lords are preparing to strike a decisive blow. You'll have to harness mythic powers, take command of the 5th Crusade, and lead it against the demonic hordes. We're fighting demons, chat. We're gonna fight a whole fuckload of demons, is, I believe, the plan here. Pathfinder 2nd Edition is a significantly reworked game system and got a revision to strip out as much of the remaining material the old open gaming license as possible. I see. All right, so what is all this stuff anyway? Critical hits. Okay, so on the normal difficulty preset, critical hits are lessened. What is this? Death's Door. With the option to enable your character and companions will not die after suffering deadly injury or receive a Death's Door condition. They suffer deadly injury while under the effects of that condition. Then, okay. They will Darkest Dungeon it. Dead companions rise after combat. Remove negative effects on rest. Controlling effects after combat. Auto level up. Mildly weaker enemies, less damage, standard enemies. What's the difference between normal and casual? No critical hits. Remove negative effects. I love that. Wow, that's a huge jump. I'm going to try and play a normal. We'll see how that goes. If I'm not mistaken, you can change difficulty, like you can bump the difficulty down while you're playing. All right. Oh boy, here we go. This is a fancy spreadsheet. Look, it even has a quill and pen. All right, create pre-generated character. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna do this. What do they got? They have a Cavalier half-elf. A half-elf that doesn't take anything seriously. Cavaliers are skilled at fighting from horseback. You get horses in this? Often found charging around battlefield with the symbol of their order trailing on a long fluttering banner. You get an animal companion. An order, you can be a tactician. All right, strength, constitution, wisdom, dexterity, intelligence, charisma, and skills. You get mounts in this. What does auto level up mean? You might want to switch that off also for companions. It says it has it as an option. See screenshots of rhino mounts. Another end is my moment to say I hate real time with pause. Anyone who hates real-time with pause, I actually have a game for you to try. That will settle once and for all whether or not you actually hate real-time with pause. And it's an indie RPG called Tower of Time. It has, without question, the best real-time with pause combat ever. I really, really like the combat in that game. I'm not the biggest fan of real-time with pause, but Tower of Time was super fun. I don't know if I hate real-time with pause or just the Infinity Engine. Cleric. That person has very shiny hair. Fighter. Look at how balanced that is. Look at that. Also, they have little difficulty pips. It's 90% off for $249, but you will absolutely get $2.50 of enjoyment out of Tower of Time. Tower of Time is a really neat game. I would heartily recommend it. I will say, I never finished it. That's not because I wasn't enjoying it, it's because I got distracted. It was one of those games that I was genuinely enjoying a whole lot and then got distracted by something shiny and never went back to it. Just like I did with the Witcher games. I have shiny hair because they have crystals for hair. Oreads are part earth elemental. Cool. This guy gets combat feats, weapon mastery, armor mastery. There's an eternally distracted gamer, I get that. Okay, so this is defense, melee combat, ranged combat, control, summoning creatures and controlling enemies, magic, and support. Okay. What's this guy? Slayers are hunters. All right. I'm gonna make this real simple, actually. I'm gonna be the fighter guy. We're just gonna do that. He's got strength and constitution, and he's dexterous, and he's not very wise, and he's not very charismatic. He's basically me, chat, except stronger and tougher. Start playing Grim Dawn again with a net build to see if it feels any different. Nice. I purchased Scrooge Metroidvania because you now about to buy another game. The Scrooge Metroidvania is pretty cool. I've been enjoying that a lot. Please rename him Mr. Beard. If I hate the game, you owe me one egg. I think that's how much $2.49 will get you nowadays. I believe you are accurate, yes. Tower Time was given away on GOG a while ago. Nice. This man's name is Will Riker. It comes pre-built with athletics. Armor penalties apply. Move heavy objects, climb an obstacle, jump. Okay, mobility. Balance and coordination. Gymnastics. Jump. Trickery. Lore. Nature lore. Wow. World knowledge. Wow. That's great. Okay, let's do this. He will be Fight Man's. Okay, well, that's a pretty good portrait. I like that portrait. There are a lot of portraits, though. I'm fine with that. It's very accurate to our character model. Let's see here. Dost thou upload thine own bitmap? Probably, but I am absolutely not gonna bother with that. Let's see here. Oh, it looks like all of this is pretty locked in, so that's fine, because it is a pre-made character. What the Christ is all this? A deity? Oh, Lord have mercy. What's an Abadar? God of cities, law, merchants, and wealth. The god of walls and ditches. Patient deity. Favorite weapon, light crossbow. Boring. Okay. Mantis god. Evil. Our guy's gonna be good. I feel like the community here is not gonna have the most fun watching me like burn down orphanages and stuff. Cause y'all always make a stink when I do burn down orphanages and stuff, so. Caden Callian, what is this? The god of alcohol, bravery, and freedom. Damage, chaos, charm, good strength, and travel. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty easy. Mouse over atheism. It's long. Galarian atheism usually denotes a belief that those beings commonly called gods are not worthy of the authority and reverence bestowed upon them by others. Atheists rarely doubt the existence of deities and generally acknowledge that deities are very powerful beings, but deem them no more than that. Instead of gods, they tend to revere ideals such as goodness or freedom, philosophies such as the prophecies of Kalistrad or diabolism, or nothing in particular. Some scholars argue the term atheist is incorrectly applied to these people, portraying terms such as dystheists or misotheists. Others call themselves agnostics, insisting that no mortal can say what is divine and what isn't, as the workings of divine are fundamentally unknowable by mortals. However, such distinctions are lost on a generally religious society, and most accept the more common term. Atheism is looked down upon in many parts of Galarian. It was enforced on a state level in the nations of Radum and Garund, Tovet in the River Kingdoms, and Bakwan and Tanja. Despite their lack of faith, atheist souls are still judged by Pharasma. Their posthumous fate varies. Some are sent to planes best matching their individual alignments and philosophies, while others become bodiless spirits in the astral plane or reincarnate or find their fate in the graveyard of souls. So, interesting question, chat. What fate befalls atheists in a world where the gods are proven to exist? I know game companies put a lot of effort into the evil choices in games like this, but I just don't want to do it. I think, and I don't want to get too far off on this tangent, but I will say, I think evil choices in video games tend to be pretty underwhelming because they kind of miss the point of real world evil, which is that real world evil it's opportunistic. It is the easy way to get ahead. And evil in video games is kind of never that. It's kind of, it tends to be just being a dick for the sake of being a dick. Like, if games actually wanted to have an interesting moral system, all the evil choices would be the easy ones. They would be the beneficial ones. And if you chose the good options, you would struggle and suffer a lot more, because that's how the world works. But I don't think anybody wants to play a game like that. I don't think most people want to play a game where the optimal strategy is to be a giant evil asshole, because we play video games to get away from the reality of that. Personally, I think you're allowed at least one orphanage burning per month. You're an adult now. You should be allowed to do adult things like ours. Forgotten Realms has a specific fate for atheists that a lot of settings fans hate. The fates of your soul gets to explore the universe and all its majesty for the rest of the time, which sounds awesome to you. Otherwise, in D&D, it's basically like this, where you just can process in the proper normal afterlife for you anyway. All right, I am curious what some of these other ones are. Apsu is dragons. They like scaly kinds and quarterstaffs. Asmodeus, evil, fire, law, magic, trickery, and maces. Callistria, chaos, charm, knowledge, luck, trickery, rapier. Dahak, chaos, destruction, evil, dragons. Chaos, good, liberation, luck, travel, star knife. Longbow. God claw. There's a lot of these things, damn. Gorum. That's kind of tempting too. God of battle above all other pursuits, the city to rust away to nothingness if there was ever a time with no more conflicts to be fought. His faithful believe he is present in every iron weapon of war that was forged. Kind of tempted to go with this because I would really like to run around with a giant two-handed weapon. Tridents, dualistic deity of nature, naturalistic philosophy, righteous valor, justice, and honor. Master of masters. Oh, unarmed. Interesting. Norgorber. Norgorber. That's pretty funny. Not evil. We're not doing evil. This one's been imprisoned since the age of creation. The god Ravagug. The rough beast, the great destroyer, and the world breaker. Nice. Dwarven god. Pallid princess, lady of despair. Huh. Broke being atheist because you think gods don't exist. Woke being atheist because there's too many gods and you have choice anxiety. I'm actually gonna do this guy. I'm gonna do Gorham. I like the idea of smacking things with great swords. And glory and strength, and I think there's gonna be a lot of war in this, so. Choose your alignment. I guess we're gonna be chaotic good. Actually, real quick, if I were to pick this dude. Okay. It flux between neutral and chaotic good. Forgotten Realms has the Wall of the Faithless, which is the god of death is required to maintain its place of eternal misery and torment that atheists are forced into no matter what they're like in life. Huh. What was I clicked on? I was clicked on this. How do they describe chaotic good? Oh, they generalize. Good characters protect innocent life. Evil characters debase or destroy it. Lawful characters tell the truth, keep their word, respect authority, honor tradition, judge those who fall short in their duties. Chaotic characters follow their conscience, resent being told what to do, favor new ideas over tradition, and keep their promises only if they feel like it. All right, chaotic good it is. And then guy. It's a guy. I think wide is good. Well, talk reminds me of a little story I heard. A man came up to a rabbi and asked why God is okay with atheists existing. The rabbi answered that when an atheist does a good deed, they do it for its own sake instead of merely doing it in hope of gaining God's favor. Good point. I don't want an angry guy. That looks pretty good. And, yep, and now we spend the next 2 hours on this screen. Not the GM even up. We can't see his eye color if we zoom way in. I kind of like that one. So that's why you have the beard there. Clearly. That's pretty good, though. Kind of like that. That's the Gorm slider. Do you want some war paint? I don't think we need war paint. You want a tattoo? I don't even know where we go. Betray the Riker beard. Pick the option that makes it look the most like someone involved in local government as a school board. Now it's Desperate Riker. All right, I think I'm good with this. A separate portrait, and while it'd be funny to have a character who looks nothing like. Yeah, exactly. We're still in the ballpark of the portrait. He's just got an adventuring sack on his back. All his stuff. Basically, like this guy is this guy but like after a month in the wilderness. Yep, make a dude who just really wishes he was a dwarf, exactly.
Mere flesh wound. Burn, slice, behead.
Let us press on.
Adventures await.
The path is clear.
Let's hear you cry!
We will be victorious.
Damn it all.
Beautiful.
I sense something.
Let us be off.
Our time.
I won't give up. We cannot be defeated.
I think brave sounds pretty good. Name. Tree Jajax. It's a good name already. That I made go away. Baolo. Dolok. He looks like a Dolok to me. He can share my birthday too. What do they call these? Abadius, Calistral, Pharos. Oh, they're for the gods. I get it. Okay, great. Well, anyway, he's gonna be born in this one. Actually, is there a Gorum? Gozrin? Nah. Whatever. You can have my birthday. It's fine.
You're done for.
All right, so this is the guy. This is him. It's also share your mother's maiden name. So what is it? All right, this dude. He has 17 hit points. He's chaotic good human. He's strong and he's tough. He's a tower shield specialist apparently. Okay. He has a whole bunch of little icons here. Let's see how they do armor class. Needs to make an attack roll. You hit you. Sees you both following. Armor bonus, shield bonus, dex modifier, other modifiers. Okay. Flat-footed is like a surprise state. Armor class, when somebody tries to hit you with a touch attack. Fortitude is like for saving throws. This is area, attack, dodge. No willpower whatsoever. Love it. Take his portrait and Photoshop on googly eyes. What is all this? What is all this? I'm gonna see what all this is. Now's the best time. Base attack bonus. The Bab. Gains levels or hit dice. Their base attack bonus improves. When creature's base attack bonus reaches 6, 11, or 16, receives additional attack in combat when making a full attack. Okay. Touch attacks just ignore armor like you only need to hit their bodies. Gotcha. Melee attack bonus. Attempt to score a hit on your opponent in melee range. Your attack bonus is base attack. Dead. Okay. Don't care about range attacks. Combat maneuver bonus. Combat maneuvers. There you go. What are these special abilities? Coup de grace. Full round action, you use a melee weapon to deliver a coup de grace to a helpless opponent. Automatically hit and score a critical hit. Okay. So a coup de grace provokes attacks of opportunity. Okay. Combat maneuvers are things like tripping. Okay. Bonus and Babs Bunny, no relation. Demoralize. Use your persuasion, cause an opponent to become shaken for a number of rounds. Nah. Acrobatics. You move through a threatened area without provoking an attack of opportunity from an enemy by using acrobatics. Treat affliction, fighting defensively. What is this? Men tend to a single disease or poison character. -4 penalty on attack rolls and combat maneuver checks again, +2 dodge bonus here. Okay. Inspire Rage. Ability allows the character to accept effects of Inspire Rage. Oh, okay. Gorum. Yep. Fighting proficiencies. Them's fighting proficiencies. Guarding. Short sword, light crossbow. Armors and weapons and things and stuff and skill and skills. Okay, this is fine. Everything's fine. 2 hours of conservative estimate on character. This is fine. This is fine. Just be glad we went with a pre-built character. Just be very glad we went with a pre-built character. Look, I gotta learn all this shit at some point. If I just blasted past that and I get into combat and I get my face caved in, you're gonna be like, wow, this idiot didn't bother reading over his character sheet. What a rube. I mean, you're gonna do that anyway, but... Whatever. Whatever, chat. It's a party. That guy partied too much. Is that us? Kinda hope that's us. Looks like us.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
Hey, it's us. Oh shit, graphics. This is Anivia.
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't he be carted off somewhere else, like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
I hate elves. You can't click on to enlarge their portrait. That was one thing I really liked about Rogue Trader.
Make room, everyone. Step back. Now, what's the matter? What happened to him? The wound looks nasty. Who did this to him?
Who did this to him? One of the things a little thing that I really liked about Rogue Trader is whenever you're talking to somebody who has a full portrait, there's a little icon near it you could mouse over to get like a full screen of it, because they were really, really good.
Demons, Prelate. We found him barely alive outside the walls of Canabris.
Canabris. I guess that's this city? City of Glory, not one of spotless virtue under the first Mendevian Crusaders, a small town perched atop bluff overlooking the West Selland River. During the final dark days of Sarkoris, hysterical refugees splashed across the river and sought safety behind the walls. A Lilitu demon named Mingago entered Canabras magically disguised as a refugee. Once inside, she revealed her true form and slaughtered dozens of citizens. After the Red Morning Massacre, the city refused entrance to any except those who could demonstrate direst need. Became known as a safe but suspicious city. Time of the Second Crusade, the leaders agreed to house one of the ward stones to guard against the demonic hordes. Okay, cool. Love Rogue Trader so much, why don't you marry it? Maybe I will. Maybe I did.
Enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right.
Buddy, I ain't gonna die or this would be a really short game.
We'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take his weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. He can get his things back after the festival.
Don't steal my shit. I don't know what shit I have, but had.
O Inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor. Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy. Heal his wounds.
Don't give up that easily.
Hear, hear. That's the Crusader spirit.
Yeah, man. It would be really funny if one of the options there was just die.
You then. Yes, you. Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Perendalev.
No dithering, no gawping, chat. Not on his watch.
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
Camellia, okay.
I'll get her! Terendelev! Has
Sila.
anyone seen Terendelev?
No lollygagging.
Be quick about it before it's too late. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
I'm a crusader. I came to fight demons.
Oh, Iomade saved me from green recruits. They come without planning, without preparation, and they die before they even see their first real battle. I don't know whether to laugh or cry at the utter waste of it all.
Hey, I didn't die yet. Just close to it.
My dear prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor man. He has been through enough already. Go on. I'll take care of him.
Interesting that she has a voice but not a portrait.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that.
Oh,
So I shall defer to your wisdom.
damn.
But be on your guard. I've been informed he was wounded near Canabras. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls, and the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of this city.
Guy just never takes a day off. If she's a dragon, she's a very small one.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There.
All right, first the important question. Are you really a dragon?
You don't believe me? Perhaps I should retake my true form and engulf this square with my ice breath to win your trust.
I'd like to see that.
Pay no mind to my current guise. I appear this way when I walk among the people. I would hamper the festivities if I tried to attend in my true form.
Well, thank you for helping me.
I accept your thanks, but my work is not yet done.
All right, have a good one, Fury. Who are you?
My name is Terendelev. I am the protector of this city.
What happened to me?
I do not know yet, and that troubles me. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully.
Demons are malign and destructive creatures native to the outer sphere plane known as the Abyss. Demons exist for one reason: to destroy. Where their more lawful counterparts, the devils of hell, seek to twist mortal minds and values to remake and reshape them into reflections of their own evil, devils seek only to maim, ruin, and feed. They recruit mortal life only if such cohorts speed along the eventual destruction of hope and goodness. Death is, in some ways, their enemy, for a mortal who dies can often escape a demon's depredations and flee to their just reward in the afterlife. It is the prolonging of mortal pain and suffering that fuels the demon's lust and desires, for it is partially from mortal sin and cruelty that these monstrous fiends were born. Okay. Sounds like 40k chaos, so I get it. Can I go now?
Certainly, but be careful. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return.
Wander off to get a turkey leg at the festival and like my lungs just fall out of my chest.
But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, protector of Canabras. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
Okay. All right. Who thinks that we're going to end this dialogue and wander around the festival and eat and drink and be merry and have a good time? And who thinks that almost immediately demons are going to rock up in here and start murdering everybody? And that will be the combat tutorial. Carry your lungs more hidden than that. Don't tempt the rogues. My mission is to have fun. Oh, I hope I'm good at this. Have a hot dog first. All right, move. Wow, this is Infinity Engine as hell. Like, same movement indicator and everything. To Your Majesty's help. To the city! Happy City Day. Happy City Day. Happy Day of City. Don't accept admission to have fun unless you know what the reward for the quest is going to be. Everyone's having, oh, what was that? Everyone's having fun getting drunk and making a mess, but me's gotta clean it all up. Let's drink to Canabras. Can I dance with people? City stood strong for another year, may it stand for 100 more. Tempting fate, are we? All right. What is this stuff going on? Combat expertise, fighting. I can charge one of these people. Okay, but how do we actually have fun? I'm trying to love. Interact various objects that hold. Okay, good. Same system. I can hold tab to. Oh my Jesus. Okay. That's a lot of everybody's. Alright, let's have fun by talking to the named NPCs. Like you. This will ease your suffering. Strange wound, cursed, perhaps. Okay, we're gonna do that. Dayran. It calls it celebration. This is but a paltry imitation of what goes on in my mansion on a dull, holiday evening. Yeah, well, fuck you too. Anivia. Everybody's letting their hair down, everybody's drinking, having a good time, but the demon spy has never let up. That means no fun for me. Janna. Been a crusader 5 whole days already. I love it. The future's gonna be grand indeed. Sela. Find me another one. Let's make this a day to remember. I do love a festival. We win our victory feast. What was that? We'll put this one to shame. What's this? Is this? I found the have fun button. Bartender, one fun, please. Love a drink, me, especially when the city's footing the bill. Yes, another round. I almost died. Time to get piss drunk. All right, I did it. What else are we doing? Ramen, Ramian. Days like this is as if the war doesn't even exist. Desna, grant us peace. Oh, I see something else. Also, equipment. What kind of boots are required for the boot, scoot, and boogie? Knowledge boot, knowledge scoot, and knowledge boogie are required. What's this? Here, do the thing. Punch it, kick it, hug it, sock him one. Oof. Whatcha? Right, you call that a punch? Here, let me show you how that's done. Chat?
Crusader gods, behold Ionade, you poor imposter. Your city will fall to me. Your followers will feed my hunger.
I just wanted to punch the thing. I didn't even get a hot dog. Oh shit, it's Lavos. I mean, they're doing pretty good. Oh, that's Dragon Lady.
Discari, Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
Lord of Locusts is bad news. Holy shit. Dude, that guy looks rowdy. All right. Oh! Oh, God.
Let the feast begin.
Wow. That went to hell instantly.
Blimey. 1 minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If flee is your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
I've seen you somewhere before.
You owe me your life. I'm the one who found you outside the walls and
Oh,
brought you
okay.
inside to be healed.
Crit mattered.
I see they've patched you up. Good thing they did it before the attack, or else you'd have been done for.
Who is Discari?
You must have got a good drubbing around the head, brother. Discari's a demon lord, the most fearsome enemy of all crusaders and all living things, come to think of it.
Most powerful of the demons are unique demigods, rulers of the abyss with their own individual powers and abilities. These demon lords are known throughout the multiverse, and many cults worshiping them exist on the material plane. The total number of demon lords is beyond knowing. The countless powerful demons who rule the various layers of the abyss, some are more widely known and worshipped. The most ubiquitous demon lord and the only one to have attained full godhood is the Mashtu, the mother of monsters. What's the situation in the city?
Who knows? Everything's on fire, crashing down around our ears. Place is crawling with demons. Looks like a whole army attacked the city. We're sitting ducks.
Care to lend me a weapon? I'll try to fight them.
Sure thing. Here, take this. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even.
Oh, I'll definitely try that.
Good luck. Try not to get eaten now.
All right, fighting time. I'm sure this will go great. Jesus Christ.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts.
Wow, we actually...
Behold, Ione. Behold the death I saw.
We had too much fun, chat. We couldn't hold our balance. Our character's very stupid. Accurate to the player.
The silver dragon, Terendelev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
Well, I get why she didn't get a portrait now. If fun is over, time to be a level 1 character. Alright, festival organized raise spirits of the city has ended death and destruction. Time to find some survivors, maybe. I guess. Alright, alright, hang on. We're gonna start saving. Everything is terrible. Perfect, okay. Hopefully the hot dog stand is still functional. I mean, the locusts are gonna be all up in that. I saved so much in Rogue Trader. I had to delete my save directory because it was like 4 gigs. I saved, if anything, too much. Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, holy mother of...
Small woman with messy brown hair winces in pain, uttering a stream of curses through clenched teeth. She is pinned to the ground by a couple of weighty boulders.
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
Celebration and destruction. Do the Phillies win or lose?
I feel them all right. When say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here.
Hi.
You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Okay, so I'm not gonna ask why should we help her. That much is obvious. Wow, I don't help anyone for free. Pay up or stay stuck under the rubble. Let's be athletic. Let me pop her in half. All right. I guess they don't show you the odds of succeeding on those. They do in Rogue Trader.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something.
Jesus, what a trooper.
Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Anevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
They do, just in Pathfinder terms. The bonus plus a d20. Okay. Yeah, in Rogue Trader, they do all the calculations for you, and they just give you a percentage. It's perfect for idiots like me.
Well, I'm Sela, paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendeb and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabres has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomede's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
Got a little chip off my ankle bone, taken injured off last weekend. I was out of the game for a long time. They're stronger than me. Percentages, that sounds like fractions. Get back to me when I do it on my fingers. Wardstones are a chain of powerful artifacts keeping the World Wounds expansion at bay. The first and greatest in the chain was erected in the city of Canabres. That's going to be hard to remember. By the hand of the inheritor himself, a golden-winged angel sent by the goddess Iomade.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabres will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
I came to fight the Abyss.
A fellow crusader! Welcome, brother.
We have a friend.
This is great. I would have been happy to have any companion in this, but it's nice to be stuck down here with somebody who's my kind of crazy.
You think about it, these lore bits are really translator notes.
It's a good thing you've still got your faith. Because right now, to be totally honest, faith's probably the only thing we do have. Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
We're going to have to brave the tutorial cave.
To summarize, there are 3 of us with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open skies soon.
May the bad deities fuck off. Alright, now your party has several characters. Yeah, we'll do clicking. Select all your characters, press backspace. Okay, cool. Alright, so Nevia's non-combat, undirected. Formations. Yeah, no, we don't need... That's silly. Give me, there we go. That's better. Who's the 7th character? Anything else around here? Treasure! Halloran, put all the confiscated weapons in this chest. Take a look. Maybe your things survived the fall. God, I hope so. Torches. Cold iron longsword. Light shield. Longbow. Flail. Cloak of resistance. Longsword. Short spear. Give it all. Whenever your character holds a weapon with one hand and leaves the other hand free, you can switch the grip by clicking the button that appears next to the weapon set. A single sword on the button indicates the character is holding the weapon with one hand. 2 swords on the button indicate the character is holding the weapon with both hands. When they are, the weapons icon. Your character wields a one-handed weapon with both hands in melee combat. You add 1.5 times the character's strength bonus on damage rolls. That's kind of neat. Let's see. Do I want my inventory? Yes. Great. Okay. Let's put that over there. does compare to that? Well, this is cold iron for whatever reason, so you can have that. Flail is a mace class thing which you have expertise in. Well, I got a bunch of spots here. What does she do? Sword and shield. And a longsword. That is a longsword, yes. It's a character. Abilities. So I actually seem to have weapon proficiency in a short sword. And simple weapons and light crossbows. Oh, weapon focus. On heavy maces. Is that a heavy mace? Hang on. It's a flail. Should be proficient in all but exotic weapons? Okay. Let's stick with some basic stuff for right now. A heavy mace is a heavy mace. Funny how that works. Okay. Here, have a cloak. It's fine. Everything's fine. We got a sword and we got a shield and we can smack stuff with it. What the hell's that? Loot. What's that? Terendalev's scale. Restore life to a deceased party member. Raise Christian. Coming back from the dead is an ordeal. Subject to the spell gains 2 permanent negative levels when it's raised. Oh, Christ. Okay. Well, don't die. Speaking of which, everything's still terrible. Trying to think of what counts as an exotic weapon. Maybe like, I don't know, like demon parts or something.
Who's there?
Magically conjured things. The fine apparel of this young half-elf woman is torn and stained with blood, dust, and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity that you'd be forgiven for thinking you were at a high society party and not in the dank catacombs under the city. Her fingers grip her rapier hilt with confidence, ready to draw it at a moment's notice. At her feet lies a dead body, so mutilated that at first glance it's hard to tell if it's animal or human.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
I'm sure you figured out by now they're never going to say our name out loud.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when...
Camellia?
When... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendalev... I can't wrap my head around it.
Not many could withstand a strike from a demon lord, not even Terendalev.
I can't argue with that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
Assuming the demons didn't come from underground.
Discari
Then we'd be
himself
screwed.
has come to Canabras. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Terendalev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
How would people deal with that mentally if you lived in a world where there were like locust lords and stuff who could just rock up to your town and murder everybody?
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose.
Tell me more about yourself.
Who am I? Just an ordinary citizen who decided to take a stroll through the square on the day of the festival. But that's not what you wish to know, is it? You most likely wish to know whether I'll be a burden should you ask me to join your group. No need to worry about that. I can assure you that I am skilled with a rapier, and I also possess some knowledge of magic.
So we can just take every single stranger at their word. No one would lie to Dolok. Look at that face, man. Nobody could lie to him. Normally, demon lords aren't supposed to be this free. I mean, I think I would just live in a state of constant anxiety and existential panic if demon lords existed at all. Just knowing they were out there somewhere, I think, would keep me up at night. To be fair, that was life for many people against raiders. That's why so many cities had walls. Jaime Lannister really let himself go. What happened to this poor man? Who is he?
I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far.
Usually demons have to be summoned. Those on the level of demon lord just can't. Canobras is right near a special exception.
Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library.
Aravashniel.
He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
You want to join us?
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
Great, let's get rolling.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
She speaks the truth.
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
She's right. Camellia has the ability to cure light wounds. No. Okay.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Healing your light wound. You have enlarged person? Whoa. Spell causes instant growth of a humanoid creature, doubling its height and multiplying its weight by 8. Oh, that's super cool. Enlarge person dispels reduce person. I don't want to be reduced. Alright. Heal thyself. You did it. Good job. You had a masterwork dagger. Damn. Good for you, man. What do you have equipped? Cold iron rapier and a buckler. Neato. What do you do anyway? She's a blue blood. Great. Dexterous as a motherfucker. Weapon finesse. What is that? Light weapon, elven curb blade, S-Stalker rapier. You may use your dexterity modifier and serious straight. Okay, cool. Neat. Ghost touch spirit enhancement. Okay, weapon proficiency rapier. Use buckler proficiency. Okay, use the stuff she came with. Got it. Understood. Fun fact: Aravashniel is in the adventure path. This is based on he actually survives the fall in the book as one of the NPCs with you. His death here is the dev's way of saying what you know about AP may not be 100% accurate. All right then. Formations wise, yep. That's yep. Let's do that. Oh, let's do that. Dark places such as caves, it's hard to see anything. There are two main ways to light your path. First, cat light spell. Second, give one of the characters the ever-burning torch to carry. I can also do that. Here, have an ever-burning torch. There we go. Perfect.
We will be victorious.
It's combat time. Oh boy. Bastard swords are a weird case where you don't need exact proficiency. You use them two-handed, but you do if you want to use them one-handed. Ah. Alright, combat begins, the game is paused. The pause is convenient to give orders to your characters. Space, attack. You can straight toggle between turn-based and real-time with the T key. Okay, cool. Okay. I win. Victory is mine. That was like instant death. Bottle of oil. Gold coin. Padded armor. Good dicing. I did dice them up, it's true.
Let's move.
Let's move. Should I be concerned that there are pieces of dragon down here? That is a big ass bug.
The spirits saved the last one for me.
Yeah, get his ass. 14 damage sneak attack. He dead. Have we come to a fork in the road? Do we have a map? We do have a map. Look at that. Everything's still terrible, but... So what happened to Sharendalev? There's bits of her all over the place now. You ain't wrong.
Quickens.
Okay, so I guess they'll auto attack new enemies. They will. Okay, cool. All right, so our party is kind of smart enough to handle themselves with these basic fights. Gold, bracers of armor, potion of cure light wounds, a light mace, and scroll of inflict light wounds. Give me everything.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Oh no, it's a fly and a son of... Oh. Horrible, disgusting things were spat upon me. GOG has this on sale for pretty cheap. I'm pretty sure I got this in a bundle. I think. I got it in a bundle with Season 1 of its DLC. And then I figured if we were going to make a go of this, I might as well go ahead and pick up Season 2. So I did that yesterday. So I do have the complete Wrath of the Righteous package.
They are the darkness.
You are today's sacrifice.
Poor monitor lizard. I doubt he asked for this. I mean, I just showed up to kill demons. And it looks like we made it to somebody's basement. Guys, along with all the Baldur's Gate stuff.
I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
You struggle to make out the man's features in the gloom. As soon as he steps in the circle of light, however, you realize you've never encountered a creature like this before. The stranger looks like the work of a vivisectionist who attempted to stitch together a lizard and a man. Oh, this... You can pick up Wrath of the Righteous right now for $4?
Wendwag.
What'd you call me? Is that a spider person? Holy shit!
Who is that?
Well, it looks just a stranger, a companion, like cross between a cat and a spider. To catch the sight of you, she immediately drops into a fighting stance. Her movements reveal the lethal grace of a wild predator. Owlcat discount stuff super aggressively. I got Rogue Trader out of one of those fanatical, like, build your own bundles. I think? I only ended up paying, like, I think $12 for it, which, considering how good that game is, I'll avoid gushing about it too much, but honestly, I would have been perfectly happy with Rogue Trader at full price. So getting it at like 75% off was huge. It was in a charity bundle of Fanatical, sold out incredibly fast. Yeah, fortunately I got a hold of that, and that's where I got it.
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait, they might know what's going on up there.
Demons are laying waste to the city!
If things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I like the spider cat lady.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabres. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
Who are you? Tieflings? I don't know if this is rude to say, but we're gonna try it anyway, because I'm a big dumb oaf.
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons.
Oh.
Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the underground crusaders, the children of the Crusade's finest.
You really think people would do that? Just go out and bed a demon? Come on now.
Sadly, underground crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
It's way better.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
So, already we have 3 different terms for these people. Who are these folks? Well, they're underground crusaders, or mongrels, or Neathers. They are people who live under the city, I guess.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop
Morlocks,
our horns,
no.
hooves, or tails from growing.
I've never heard of underground crusaders before.
In Canabres, they're called mongrels.
Okay.
People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
The nation of Mendev is a land defined by its conflict with abyssal forces unheard of anywhere else on Golarion. The people of this beleaguered land are locked in a constant struggle with the World Wound, the demonic rift that lies beyond its western border. Numberless Dread, thank you so much for subscribing for 53 months. Jesus Christ, man. Really appreciate it. The planet Golarion orbits a yellow sun in the far reaches of the material plane, 3rd of 11 in orbit. This blue planet contains vast oceans and lush green lands and is the perfect environment for countless cultures. Indeed, Golarion is the most populous planet in its solar system. Its innately hospitable and life-sustaining environment is presumably the work of the gods, so the astronomers sometimes refer to Golarion as the Child. Astronomers of other planets, however, often refer to Golarion as the Cage, in reference to its cosmic role as the prison of the mad god Rovagug, who lies bound at the world's... Oh my god! There's a giant spider god at the center of the planet. That's badass.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface...
Oh, thank you, Dread. I appreciate that.
All the people will see how good we are, and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
How do you know they're a spider? Because they were one of the deities that we could have devoted ourselves to back during character creation, and they're a spider. Can't we fumigate? Pretty sure most people don't know that. What is this place?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
Every plant has a mad god change underneath it. That's just science.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
Okay, really don't want to click that one. What are you doing here?
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold.
Discord server I'm in, we just got a new One Piece ban list.
Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground crusaders to take up arms. If we get the holy sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, lad?
Heaven is a plane in the outer sphere, a realm of pure righteousness, where the forces of good gather to aid those on less virtuous planes and help worthy souls find rest. Though inconceivably large, it appears to most viewers as a mountain with a mysteriously floating peak. Heaven's residency, law, and goodness is largely the same force. Order is the greatest good, and goodness is the greatest order. They recognize the good intentions of the Azatas of Elysium, but view them as misguided children. Similarly, they oppose the lawful evil forces of hell, but credit them with intelligence and believe they can at least be reasoned into truces and stalemates, and perhaps even redeemed.
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
As those lore cards indicate, the other planets of the solar system are inhabited and technically can be visited. Now that's a neat twist on the otherwise conventional fantasy setting. Maze, does it really lead to the surface?
Yes. There are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
Okay, good. That's a lead. Fourth planet is not Mars. You can absolutely have John Carter adventures on them. That's cool.
Walls started shaking,
do humans live on the other planets, or is it literal aliens?
They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them.
Humans are everywhere?
To Wendwog too much.
Okay. Octurne is the Pluto of Galarian system, has a bunch of Cthulhu mythos cults on it, and it's an egg! Some Eldritch Horrors attached to Starfinder releasing the Godling within. Cool.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
Sword of Holy Flame? How did it wind up down here?
It came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
Gongs don't seem like a very efficient way to keep time.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
2 gongs a day, roughly. Oh, like sun up, sun down, that sort of thing. Angels are a group of altruistic celestials native to all 3 upper planes, Nirvana, Heaven, and Elysium. They represent all the multiple interpretations of goodness. The eldest angels were one of the first creations of primordial deities of good, making them one of the oldest races in the great beyond, and were trained as celestial guardians and servants from birth. Most serve the creators to this day. Most angels in modern times come from ascended good mortal souls rather than direct divine creation. Sometimes these souls even retain aspects of their mortal forms.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Lan, watch your tongue.
We'll find the sword faster if we work together. I'll help you.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
What a lovable goof.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Some interactive objects aren't easy to find. When moving past such an object, each character automatically makes a perception skill check. Check successfully objects. Yeah, okay. Wander around and see secret stuff highlighted. Got it. So they don't live long, they're only like 10. Party of no thoughts, only vibes.
Follow me.
Lore, religion.
I hope you appreciate
Statue of an unknown knight. The technique is crude. The figure is clearly crafted with genuine feeling. Judging by the style of armor is First Crusade, I think they said. Edible moss and flame tongue. Fortunately, they don't have clever...
March on.
Oh, there we go. Oh, Christ. Hello. Look at all that stuff. Grinding stones. They don't have clever descriptive text. Room looks like an improvised museum or perhaps some kind of temple. Handful of gems. Just a big fistful of valuables. Copper ring. Kind of looks like crap.
Now what is that?
More grinding stones.
Onwards.
What's that? What do we have here?
Something.
Lots of somethings. Pearls. Oh shit, look at that. Okay, cool. A strange flash pierces the gloom and Dolok feels drops of searing blood run down his chest. The wound healed by Terendelev reopens and weeps scarlet. There's no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber. This one or another one entirely. Dolok's heartbeat quickens and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into his mind, thoughts that clearly belonged to another. Treachery! They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect, the people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are up ahead in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I am about to die from their traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. Could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have strength, I must. By recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Dolok intuits that he can control them somehow. Let's try to heal the wounded girl. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before Dolok. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, Lariel, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said you and the other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true? The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. The priestess in colorful robes observing the stars, young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword. A majestic golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing and only if you're ready. There is no going back. Then don't waste your strength healing me, the girl whispers. Your mission is more important. You, take care. It is near. There in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depths. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow, the sound piercing like hot irons lancing through flesh and bone. The traders fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. The yawning chest wound burns white hot. Dolok's head pounds with pain and is no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lariel is sent this vision, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. Let's see, we got... Alright, willpower check, knowledge check. Alright, willpower. Determined to fight off the illusion. Failed! The force of this terrifying attack, though originating in a vision, is much greater than anything Dolok can withstand. Crippling fatigue drags him to the ground, hands trembling, cold piercing his skull, and slowly creeping along his spine. The one who sent the vision is experiencing something similar. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real, it exists only in the strange vision or memory. But the thrill of fears it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of Discari, the terrifying demon lord. In a movement as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they call Lariel. The foolish angel struggling on the rocks like a fly with its wings torn off, intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is your self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Lariel. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash. The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing its grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily onto the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword and with his last burst of strength plunges into the rock. Dolok senses the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. The last thing he hears is this. You will kill me, monster, this I know, but one day someone will come here and raise up my sword. They will raise it up and... We will save and protect the innocent. The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colors. Dolok does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them, something else. The heat blazing, Dolok's chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Dolok sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather, its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With the final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into his hand. Dolok senses that it will return. All he need do is call it. I'm angel-powered now. They're like, you fucking ate our sword, asshole.
Are you all right? You were kinda glowing just now.
Celia's just gonna start praying.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
Well, I'm something of a divine being myself.
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
I think I saw the memories of Lariel, the angel who died here.
Lariel? That really was Lariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
This guy's such a goober.
You. Thousands of gongs, and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
I am the protagonist.
Now, Wentwog, don't be a sore loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff. Because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that.
Original sin, huh?
I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
Also, he has bilateral symmetry. So this requires Angel Mythic Path, reveal the light of heaven. It seems I can control it. Whoa!
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you.
I'm glad she's not like the stoic, dour sort of paladin. I like that Sela is actually excited about stuff.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Oh god, they've never been outside. That's gonna blind them.
Yes, it's similar, but this light is more golden. Chief Sol needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
I hope the Abyss Taint denying them good things isn't true, but who knows? In my limited experience with D&D alignments, they tend to be very literal. Like the whole alignment thing tends to be pretty strict. Only thing I choose is lead us to a chief, and I'll decide if I'm going to help you or not.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
And away we go. Ish.
Now, what is that?
Okay. Alignment as a game mechanic is the worst. Yeah, I know how skill checks work. Thanks. Give me some more gems. Give me some more gems. Alright, and then we need to get across this rubble.
Ah, not this time.
We should get across this rubble, in fact.
Forget it.
Ha!
The mongrel did it.
Okay, we finally got there. Most of the game's mechanics are based on the rules of the tabletop RPG Pathfinder, which uses dice for determining outcomes of various actions. Most commonly used die has 20 sides. Die you roll during attacks and skill checks. You need to roll dice. A specific dice roll is denoted as XDN, where N is the number of sides of the die used in this case, and X is the number of dice rolled. 1d20 means the result can be from 1 to 20. 2d6 means from 2 to 12. Trying to get over the rubble, your character Land got the result 25. The result is the sum of the dice roll, which is 18, various modifiers, yada, 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 yada. Okay. Dice and skills and things and checks. Pathfinder's been trying to get away from evil by birth ancestry as a whole. That's a big fucking spider. Sorry, chat. Sorry if you don't like spiders, but we are playing an RPG. Every RPG has spiders. I don't make the rules. I would like RPGs with less spiders, but yeah. Well, minus our new party member, because I actually really like her.
The light take you!
Okay, it seems like our new friends are archers, didn't even bother to look at their equipment. Yep, archer. He's got a longbow. That's also a longbow. Are you not wearing armor? Okay, y'all are wearing armor. Okay, so I am chaotic good. Sela is lawful good. Camellia is undetectable. That probably doesn't bode well. Lan is lawful neutral. And Wendoag is neutral evil. Though, I'm gonna level with you. She doesn't seem so evil to me. He has less hit points, and he's also lacking in oh, he can't equip that anyway. But you can equip that, so you put that on. You look so much warmer already. Okie dokie. It has been ages since I last saved. Everything is still terrible.
Let us be off.
Lana's Zen Archer Monk, you can wear the bracers. Oh, I forgot about the bracers. I super forgot about the bracers. Yes, my friend. Have some armor bracers. Okay, so... what are we looking at here? Coal. Bone meal. Great. Also, apparently I could have looted that monitor lizard and just didn't. I'm not gonna worry about that.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan. Yet another obstacle.
Small earth elementals.
I'll rip you apart!
It's too small. Apparently we're having trouble hitting it. Not the monitor lizard loot! Oh god, playthrough ruined. Wand of Cure Light Wounds. Okay. Neat. Oh god, you're looking terrible. How the hell did that happen?
Well?
Please heal her. It's not a lot of healing. Not like a lizard have coin belt or something. You don't know that, man! We're running around with a half lizard dude who probably also doesn't have a coin belt, but that's not the point.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Let's move.
Camellia rolled literal minimum.
We cannot be defeated.
Oh, we very much can be defeated, actually. Damn, alright. Nice shot. Attack! Every attack during combat entails the following calculations. First, the attacker makes an attack roll and compares the results to the target's armor class to see if the attack was a hit or a miss. If the attack hits, the attackers make a damage roll to see how much damage it deals. The attack is an attempt to harm an enemy during combat. To make an attack roll, you roll a d20 and then add various bonuses and penalties. An equipped weapon, various abilities, active spells, and other factors. The sum of all these numbers make up the attack roll result that is then compared to the target's armor class. For example, are you writing this down, chat? In the last combat, your character Lan attacked the enemy spitting giant centipede and got 14. Let's break down this result. Rolling the d20 resulted in 13. He had a +1 to attack bonus, +1 base attack bonus, +3 dexterity, +1 enhancement, hunter. A -4 penalty from shooting into combat. And that's that. Armor class. Spitting Giant Centipede has armor class equal to 12, base value 10, difficulty, I guess the difficulty they were on drops it by 2, but then it gets a bonus from dexterity and its natural armor. Every creature's base AC is 10. Okay. And then damage. 1d8, 8 piercing. Simple and straightforward. Cure Light Wounds is 1d8 plus caster level. Infolog says she healed only 2 hit points, so 1 plus her current level, which is 1. Fine feather, masterwork, light crossbow. Hey, you. How do you feel about crossbows? Not very. Yeah, okay. Alright, he likes bows. What about you? Same. Basically same. Say hunter type. Okay. Okie dokie.
Check that out.
Check that out. Haha.
Strike with all your might.
Yeah, actually fight that one. Go for the heart! Murder them! Actually, we exploded them. We hit them so hard, they simply exploded. A comma. Masterwork greats. I would like to use that. I would like to hit things very hard. So the Cold Iron Longsword is 1d8 slashing, 4 to 11 damage when equipped. This is 2d6, 5 to 15. Yes! Excellent! Excellent. Uh-oh. I've triggered something. Alright, Wendoak glances at Lan, who is fixing a slip bowstring, quickly walks over to you. Her cat-like eyes glow from beneath her hood. Listen here, you. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you and I are the only two people here who see things clearly. That's why I'm asking you. Don't show the light of heaven to Soul. Lan is sure that the light should be shown to the mongrels. Lan. Wendoag grimaces and a guttural husky snarl unfurls in her throat. He wants to play the hero. His first idea, if you remember, was to grab the sword and run headlong into the maze. Does that sound like a plan to you? To me, it sounds like suicide. The worst part is the tribe might actually take his words to heart and follow where he leads. I thought you considered the mongrels to be great warriors. The descendants of great warriors. I believe that my people are worthy of greatness, that we are strong, can do many things. That's why we were chased down here. We scared people. But it's one thing to go hunting in caves and another fight in the shield maze. She leans closer, her pupils dilating. I've been there. I've spent my whole life training so I can make through all the way to the end. There were more of us trackers at the start. We were young and stupid. What's a couple of monsters when there's a whole world out there waiting for us? That's what we thought, but we weren't prepared. The maze isn't just a physical challenge. It's cunning and full of traps. It's dark as the primordial night. And if you close your eyes and listen, you hear whispers right behind you and soft singing in the distance that seems to rise and fall with the beating of your heart. She looks away. I had to learn from my friends' mistakes. I had to step over their bodies and go further. I don't want to have to do that again. It will happen again if a crowd of ill-prepared fighters burst into the maze with no idea where they're going, all because Lan believes that a glowing sword will solve all of our problems. Don't you want to save the kids? I do want to, but I'm not going to risk the future of the tribe for the sake of a few stupid kids. Chief Saul is hesitant for good reason. He also understands how dangerous this is for the tribe. Lan's the only one who benefits from these childish games of heroism. I'll go alone if I have to and find them or whatever's left of them. Without any heroics, relying only on myself, risking my own life. You and your friends, you can come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together and find the way up to the surface. I'll think about it. Don't show the chief the light and I'll lead you through the maze to the surface. I swear it. Huh, okay. Played a monk when you tried this one? Monks are the best, just me and my fist. Who made this dang maze? Good question. Alright, so we can leave this location. Well. To Neathholm. Means home of the Neath. Dungeons just happen. She does know the way out of the maze, yeah. Or she believes that she can lead us there. I think It sounds like the way this breaks down is if we show the chief the light, then he's gonna want everybody to try and make their way through the maze and escape, and a whole bunch of them are gonna die. If we don't show him the light, we can go with Wendwag and save everybody ourselves. So, which doesn't seem like a terrible idea. I don't even want to know what's happening up there. This is one of those things in an RPG. You gotta kind of guess what the developers intended here. Like me personally, I would show him the light, and then when he's like, "Yes, my people, onward to the maze," be like, "Hold on a sec, terrible idea. Let us handle this." But this may simply be a binary decision. Been playing Kingdom Come 2 a lot. It's so good. Baldur's Gate 3.
Follow me.
Your first impression of the mongrel village is of a squalid dump with the odors to match. Unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom, and deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white eyelash fish, while others are repairing fishing nets, all a sign of normal village life, but tense expectation hangs in the air. Chief Soul. Heavyset aged mongrel slowly shuffles his way towards you. The hair on his head grows in limp, wispy strands, and his face has a distinctly rat-like appearance with pronounced teeth, and you hear a rattling sound in his chest with every breath he takes. One of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataracts, while the other gleams with moisture. Uplanders, huh? End times are upon us indeed. Chief Soul, we found the angel's sword. We found the one who can wield it. Land points at you. He had a vision. Now the angel's sword, together with the light of heaven, are somehow inside him. Gather the tribe. Anyone can hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive. We can go save them. Soul raises his hand with ragged, broken fingernails. Ah, Lan, always dreaming, always talking. You're too hasty for your own good. It's gonna get you in trouble. Soul eyes us. An uplander with the light of heaven, that's too good for us. Our kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Lan trusts people because he likes to believe. Isn't that right, Lan? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light. Alright, dialogue options restricted by mythic paths. Throughout the game, you'll occasionally encounter options marked as associated with specific mythic path. These are dialogue branches embody the spirit of a particular manifestation of mythic powers. In the earlier stages of the game, these options must be selected in order to gain the opportunity to set out on the corresponding mythic path. Once your mythic path is set, unique alternatives and accessible other mythic paths will become available to you. Okay. So. So we can ask if there's someone else from the surface here. We can say, I will help you find the lost mongrels in the maze, but you can quit hoping for a magical sword to appear. So the lawful option puts us on the angel mythic path and reveals the light of heaven. Or we can be chaotic, say Lan is mistaken, we didn't find the sword. What do you think, chat? What do you think? Should we follow along the angel mythic path? Should we take the chaotic option? Should we just cut to the chase and say we'll help you find the lost people? Fire it up, kill them all, take the money. This is not helping, chat. Here, I give you options. Arcane says show the light. Dread says chaos option. Touch his butt or show the light. Basically the same thing, really. Kiss the chief. I mean, touch his butt. All right. I'm going Jesus Christ, y'all. Let's stick with his angel mythic path. Let's see what we're gonna get here. Spider waifu's gonna be so mad. The heavenly flame flares to life at your unspoken command. Bright, pure dancing with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam passing through stained glass. The mongrels abandon their tasks and stare, transfixed. The light is bright but not blinding. It is warm, but its warmth is soul deep. Perform an action that is lawful. Yeah, no, I know we're not stuck on any path, and I know this isn't going to commit us to us. I'm assuming that this is similar to the dogmatic iconoclast heretical paths in Rogue Trader, where you don't get locked into one until you hit like the 3rd tier of one. We probably have a chart somewhere in our character sheet about these. Sull is silent for a while. Tears are streaming down his wide, pale face, but the old man doesn't even care to wipe them away. So it's true. The angel did not forsake us. No, he came. Back from the dead he came to save our children. That's just like dating in Mass Effect. Lan gives you a nod of thanks. The scaled half of his face is indifferent, but the human half is visibly relieved, as if he wasn't sure all this time that you would support him. I mean, I wasn't sure all this time I was going to support him. My dad hisses at you like an angry cat. See the fishermen, these hunters, these husk of men and women, their blood will be on your hands. We have the blessings of the angels. We will survive and help the young tribesmen. Idiot! You see a bright light and now you think even the maze is no match for you. Evady Chris, thank you so much for the raid. What's going on tonight, buddy? How you doing? Good night to raid. We are just starting Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. What's up? What's up, Nock? What's up, Chris? Y'all played this one before? Are you familiar with it? I have never played this. I played a little bit of Pathfinder Kingmaker, but never this one. You always think the worst. When do? We're not on our own in this anymore. We got allies. Well, a couple at least. One good fighter is worth 10 bad ones. Never seen this before. Love a good CRPG. Yeah. I just... like last week, I finished playing Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader on my own time. I didn't stream it. I spent 100 hours playing that game and absolutely adored it. I loved it. This was the game that the developer Owlcat made before that, so I figured it was time to give it a try. You have the right of it, Lan, but we're Neithers. We're going to wait. I sent a messenger to summon all the tribes. It will take time, but they'll all come. They'll all come for the light. Wait, Lan. Wait, Uplanders. Rest a while in one of our huts. Our home is your home. Really been wanting to play Rogue Trader? I cannot recommend it enough. Rogue Trader is exquisite. If you're any kind of fan of 40k, you will absolutely love it. Guaranteed. Raid runs is past 7 a.m. here. I'll leave a follow. Well, I appreciate it, Nock, and thanks for coming along. Hopefully we'll see you again sometime, but have a good one nonetheless. All right, Chief, understood. Let's hope that a few hours isn't the difference between life and death for those kids. If they ask me what took us so long, I'll tell them it was your decision. I'll blame you. Wendag only grits her teeth in silence. Combat victories and other achievements give you character experience points. I know how level ups work. Thank you. All right. Anyway, let's level up. Okay. What are we doing? Holy shit, look at all this. Choose class. Alchemist, Arcanist, Barbarian, Bard, Blood Rager, Cavalier, Cleric, Fighter, Hunter, Inquisitor, Kineticist, Magus, Oracle, Ranger, Rogue, Shaman, Scald, Slayer, Sorcerer, War Priest, Witch, and Wizard. And that's just the stuff I can do. Aldori Sword Lord, Arcane Trickster, Assassin, Giant. Jesus Christ. Well, let's see here. I'm a fighter. We need to be looking at this then. For fuck's sake. I've not played Kingdom. I own the original Kingdom Come. I picked it up a sale or two ago for super cheap, and I'd like to give it a try sometime. I've been, after Rogue Trader, I've kind of been biding my time to see how my next big RPG is gonna go. Burst barrier. Okay. So do you need me to like do anything? Because I think this is what we're doing. Okay, sure. It's really good and the sequel is amazing. One's a red or prestige classes, they have requirements you need to meet before you take a level. Okay. Alright. Allocate skill points. I have some class skills here. We'll be more athletic. I guess we're just mainly gonna do that. Oh, and maybe let's... Depends on your charisma ability score. Yeah, that's not gonna help much. Yeah, we'll do one in there. Okay. Great. Next. Bonus combat feat. Oh boy. Okay. First level and every even level thereafter. Fighter gains bonus feat in addition to yada yada yada. Okay. That is a lot of shit. That is a lot of shit. So they recommend point blank shot. I don't really want to focus on range attacks, though. What else we got? Non-recommended feature. I like that. And then these require other things. Okay. Okay, got it. Holy shit, this is a lot. Okay, I know this looks like a lot, but they had a very similar system in Rogue Trader, and it honestly wasn't really that hard to come to grips with. Like, some of this stuff just kind of... Like, some of this stuff is it's kind of apparent what it does. Like, obviously we're not going to need blind fight here. Additional attacks of opportunity per round equal to dexterity bonus. Coordinated defense. Adjacent to an ally. Skilled in maneuvering. Skill of your favored weapon can frighten enemies. Dirty trick combat maneuver. Disarm combat maneuver. Attempt to disarm a foe in melee is a standard action. Okay. Pathfinder's system built on years of accumulated stuff from 3.5 D&D. Don't remember anything like this. You don't remember all the feats every time you level up? You had like the first first tier archetype feats, second tier archetype feats, general feats, exemplar feats. Once you hit third tier. And some of them were wildly complicated. But at the same time, not really that bad. Dodge, improve initiative, power attack. Penalty to attack rolls for bonus on damage rolls. Increased by half for making an attack with two-handed weapon. Okay. We won't not do that. Okay, yeah, I'll take power attack. That'll be fine. Yes, excellent, complete, good. Hop. All right, our paladin. She's a paladin. She can do things. Let's see, your max rank is 2. Oh, you have no skill points. Perfect, love it. Or they've already been allocated. Whatever, I don't care. Result, done. Great. You are a spirit hunter. You can hex things. You are good at mobility and trickery. Great, we need that. Because I can't do either of those things. Ice Plant. Hex grants a shaman +2 natural armor bonus to armor class. Effect leaves shaman skin thick and stiff to touch. Great. Love it. What can you do, Zen Archer? Athletics and mobility and perception. Sure. Precise shot. Shoot throw range weapons at an opponent engaged in melee without taking the standard. Hey, that's nice. Just straight gets rid of that -4 penalty. And way of the bow, longbow. Cool. And then spider waifu. Good at nature and perception. Deadly aim. Oh, so this is like power attack for ranged weapons. Cool. Love it. Okay, so yeah. So it seems like the rest of the party will level up automatically. So I only really need to focus on what my main character's doing. And try to fill in the gaps that the party has. Works for me. I have no intention of doing anything adventurous with any of these characters. So we're just kind of hanging out now, huh? I want to ask a few questions. Tell me about mongrels. We're the Crusaders under the ground, the children of the first Crusaders. The world wound touches everyone. Look at us, we're all marked by it. Uplanders didn't like it, they drove us down here, but we have a secret. We're waiting. When the shield maze falls, it's the end of our lives down here. We'll go up to the surface to fight. Until then, we don't. Our place is here. But now we've all seen the light of heaven. Now we can go. What other signs we need? We must fulfill our Crusader duty. Tell me about Wendag. She's like right here. Our beauty, our huntress. Who is more skilled than Wendag? There are braver fighters, but brave doesn't mean skilled. Wendag is the only one to go into the maze and come out again. The others listen to everything she has to say. Tell me about Lan. He's an idiot. But he's a good one. He's not one of us. Not one of us. His father was one of us, but his mother, no. They took him up to the surface. They ruined him as a child. Then they came back, but he wasn't one of us. A good hunter, yes, but he feels trapped down here. But he can't go up there either. It's not safe. He wouldn't last a gong. Huh, okay. What character do you settle on? Generic fighter. I'm gonna run around with a two-handed sword or something and just smash the shit out of things. What the fuck does that mean? So, it sounds like Lan's dad was a mongrel and his mother wasn't. And maybe they took him up to the surface and did something to him and it didn't work. And so he ended up back down here. What are you gonna do now? Messenger Swift of Raleigh Tribes. Angel's Lay is with us. We'll follow it. Now you go rest, eat. Yeah, I want to look around. I'm not gonna ask the prisoners one because I get it. These people are nice. This guy looks badass. So how big is this place? Pretty big. We got some places to rest and things to do. Some loot to loot. Animal hide, silver powder, coins, edible moss.
March on.
Is Chief still talking like he does? I decided to sound like Sean Connery. I wonder if that was intentional. That'd be really funny.
Onwards.
This is Horgus Gwyrm. Ah, human face at last, and there I thought I'd be gazing upon the twisted visages of these troglodytes for the rest of my life. This guy looks like a piece of shit. Elderly man, expensive but not ostentatious clothes, approaches you. His face is peppered with several healed cuts and bruises and twisted an expression of extreme discontent. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Horgus Gwyrm. Yes, that Gwyrm. You no doubt have heard of me if you spend any time at all in the city. I have a business proposition for you. Your name tells me nothing. Who are you? You truly are freshly arrived in the city then. You couldn't have picked a worse time, that's for certain. Only just arrived and the city's been razed to rubble. You should know that you're looking at one of the richest and most distinguished men in Kenabres. Okay. Hate you already. May not be as well known as certain swaggering loudmouths who spend their lives traipsing from one ball to the next, but the Gwyrm Trading Company is one of the pillars of the city, I'll have you know. Do you see the marquees in the square? I paid for those. Tried any festival delicacies? You have Horgus Gwyrm to thank for that. How'd you end up here? For a moment, Horgus' eyes focus on it's not Camellia, it's Camellia. Whereas gaze returns to you. Like everyone else, down I went when that accursed beetle cleaved the ground in twain beneath our feet. I'm lucky I didn't break my neck in the fall, and I'm doubly lucky I didn't encounter any subterranean cockroaches on my blind wanderings, and instead came across hunters from the settlement. Well, I must say, when I first glimpsed their physiognomies, my life flashed before my very eyes, but they turned out to be decent chaps. Frightening to look at, but able to keep a bargain. You don't speak very kindly of the mongrels, even though they saved your life. Pah! Kind words are for people with hours to fritter away on pleasantries. Horgus Gwyrm speaks his mind, and he pays for services rendered not with kind words, but with hard coin. I gave the mongrels my dagger in exchange for their help. Its handle is worth more than their whole village. What kind of business proposition? I don't know what is happening on the surface right now, but I'm determined to find out. You have no intention of seeing out the rest of your days in this village, I suspect. We must find a route back to the surface, to the city, if there's anything left of it. You seem to be a remarkably strong warrior, just what we need to get through these caves and past the bloodthirsty beasts that inhabit them. You are strong, it will be no trouble to you. But I, alas, am not as fit as I once was. I can't go crawling about through caves, playing at scouts. My proposition is simple. Lead me back to the city, and I shall pay you 1,000 gold coins. I suggest we help this man. It's good to have friends among the Canabras elite. I can try to bilk this guy for money. Why the hell not? Failed. Run a 10,000 or 100. No, let's not be miserly. Let's say 1,000,000. My initial offer was a king's ransom. You've likely never seen so much gold in all your life. It's non-negotiable. I said 1,000. That's my final offer. Money first. I would gladly pay in advance, but all my wealth is up on the surface. Fear not, the word of a Gwyrm is worth more than platinum. Ask anyone. Horgus Gwyrm has never reneged on a deal. All right, fine, whatever. Splendid. In the meantime, I shall sit here in the village. Okay. The way I see it, we're sparing these villagers from his presence if we drag him back to the surface. It's Gwyrmin time. And then he gwyrmed all over the place. This place looks neat. I like it. I'm gonna loot your fish. Mutated fish. Delicious. Love it. Lan and Wendag are always dragging back trash from the caves. No offense. Oh, you mean me. Ha 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 ha. Never want to punch someone in the Gwyrm more than that guy. Well, he's definitely got enough Gwyrm for it. Look at all this stuff. Decorated scabbard, old smoking pipe, silver powder, gold coins, first aid kit, flame tongue. Love it. Look at all the good shit. Oh, there's a Nevia. And Horgus Gwyrm! This tragedy may not have happened if you spent less time surveilling honest citizens and more time tracking the real spies and demon worshippers. Brilliant idea. How come I didn't think of it? Now, if only the cultists would tell us they were cultists, then we wouldn't have to waste time investigating honest citizens who decide to go all cloak and dagger right under our noses. Horgus and Anivia sit some distance apart, sniping at one another in an idle fashion that testifies their long acquaintance and mutual dislike. When they notice you, they quickly fall silent. How's the leg? Well, it hasn't fallen off yet, so that's good. They bandaged me up all nice. I'm smeared some stinking stuff on the wound, so it looks like I'm gonna live. They said wait a day and I'll be right as rain. So I'm waiting. What do you think's happening in the city right now? Perhaps the city is no more. If Discari himself appeared, there's no telling how bad things are. You hold off on writing our obituaries just yet? The city's full of fighters, and besides that, it's barely a stone's throw from Neurosian. The capital of the Crusader state of Mendev, Neurosian is designed first and foremost a defensive fortification to hold back the endless demonic hordes of the World Wound. It's also a holy city of Iomide. Many of its notable residents are devout worshippers of her, including Queen Galfrey, the ruler of Mendev. The cruciform cathedral to Iomide is central to both Neurosian's physical structure and the defense of the city. The cathedral also draws faithful pilgrims from afar to worship at this renowned holy site. I think our people will hold on long enough for reinforcements to come from the Queen. This ain't Discari's home turf. He's gonna have to retreat or else fight off the whole Mendevian army. What do you think of the mongrels? I thought they were just a story, the sort of things drunks in taverns would come out with. Now I discovered that it's true. Well, what can I possibly think of them? The poor creatures are most unfortunate. Their faces and minds so deformed, it's a miracle they're even alive. The part that boggles my mind is the descendants of the first Crusaders. All these years they've been living beneath our feet in caves in the dirt. If I'd known the legends about them were true, I'd have dedicated my life to getting them out of this place. To what end? The people of Canabris would have stoned them on sight, and Prelate Holrun would have had them tossed on the pyre en masse. Whatever the ills of this place, it is their home. How long do you think they would have survived on the surface? Holrun's... I think the dude that healed us up. Yeah. What do you do when you get back to the surface? I'm gonna go home. Last I knew I owned a very fine mansion. I shall see if it's still standing or if I'm now homeless. I'm gonna find Irabeth. She's my wife and the leader of the Eagle Watch. As long as she lives, she won't allow Canabris to fall. Well, I hope she's doing well. Grimm's a piece of shit. He's not entirely wrong here. They were gonna murdered topside. If they had just emerged sight unseen into the city, sure, but I think folks like Anivia could have made a concerted effort to bring them back up and ingratiate them with the townsfolk. It's a bad blood between you two about. It's an old matter. Miss Tirabade here had the notion of spying on me, then rummaging through my goods. I ask you, do I look like a cultist? Humph. You do look like a fuckface, though. Cultists don't tend to look like cultists, you know? That's kind of the whole problem. And you, Mr. Gwyrm, built a whole secret operation buying and smuggling into the city. What was it? Oh yeah, magical weapons. How was I supposed to know that all the rigmarole with middlemen was so you can anonymously donate supplies to the crusade? Don't you see I have a reputation on hold, one that I value most highly. Horgus Gwyrm is a hard-nosed businessman, not a good fairy from a tale. Yes, I care about my city. Yes, I wish to see its defenders. My defenders were well-fed, healthy, and well-armed. But to make those donations openly was unthinkable. Might as well hang a sign outside my door welcoming in every sponger, leech, and parasite in the city. He really is the embodiment of the worst person you know as a point. I appreciate your help for the crusade. No jokes, you're an alright bloke, but carrying on secret dealings in the city's teaming with cultists is a huge pain in the backside for us lot whose job it is to keep an eye on this sort of thing. Alright. What else is going on around here? That's the hut for resting, that's Chief Saul. Alright. Dira. Vendors. Maybe sweep mere Gwyrm upon our fists. You there! You from the surface, you must be tough to make it all the way here. Never thought I'd see the day. Call me Dira, let's trade. Who are you? People around here call me all sorts. Dira the Hoarder, Dira the Coin, Dira the City Girl. Like, that's a bad thing. I trawl the caves, picking up all kinds of things from the surface that wash down here through your sewers. I trade all kinds of junk for food and clothes, but I only part with my best finds for coins. Got no coins? Forget what money is? Well, then I have no use for you. Want city goods, you need to pay for them with gold, like city folk. Why are you so eager to trade? I mean, obviously, why is she so eager to trade with us? Because all the people here know better than animals now. She yells with surprising anger before being overcome with coughing. Our forefathers lived in the city like you. Our people love to reminisce about armies, knights, crusades, but I couldn't care less about that. Savages with clubs can fight a war. Only civilized folk can buy and sell. Oh God, she's a capitalist. They've forgotten what trading is. They've forgotten the value of gold. They barter hides for plant roots and go on about the feats of the Crusaders. Who cares about them? I don't need help remembering. I have coins and I have things to sell. Let's trade like proper city folk. That's cowards talk. As Gorham says, gold is dust, only iron matters. Iron in the willingness to wield it in battle. I don't know as Gorham as yours is, but I sincerely hope that he mines that iron himself, forges his own weapons, and also finds some time to cook himself dinner and patch up his underpants. Talking about a warrior's valor is easy when someone else does all the real work for you. She sure stuck to Gorham. Okay. Stuff. Let's see. We got weapons, we got armor and shields, we got accessories, we got ingredients, usable, and we got notable, and then... Can you sell this junk? Oh, other. It shows up under other. Okay. That's how I feel about Klingon warriors. So if I were to push this button. Okay. That just pops everything over. Cool. I see potions, I see scrolls, I see armors, I see weapons. I don't think I'm particularly in the market for anything at the moment. Gorham died recently. Achachek, the assassin for the gods, killed him, which is weird because killing actual gods is something you should be able to do. They do have a heavy flail. It will do less damage than the weapon I have right now. I think my bonus to it is to hit. Honestly, I wanna swing around a big ass sword. That's kind of where I am in my life right now. So if we're just gonna sell that junk, and then the comma is a monk weapon. Interesting. I don't think we really need to get rid of any of this stuff right now, so. Start lifting weights. I will say this. I learned from Rogue Trader I am really, really bad about clearing out my equipment inventory. I had so many weapons and accessories by the end of Rogue Trader, like I didn't even recognize when I had like good new stuff to equip. Time passes, your characters become tired and act less effectively. You can see this by the fatigue and exhaustion condition icons on their portrait. This is why they need regular rest. Okay. Now that's interesting. We actually need to sleep from time to time. I know. I say that's what started it. I would save all of my accessories because I'm like, well, maybe I'll need to swap these out for, and I never did. I never did. I never, ever did. Where does this go?
Follow me.
Okay, that obviously goes off into somewhere where we're not going yet. Does this go somewhere? Hang on, where does this go? Oh, I can't go any further down there. Sleep is good for the blood. Yeah, once we get a full party or party management or whatever the hell, Then I will clear out my inventory and I will keep it clear. All right, we rest. Nine hours have passed. The messenger returned. The tribes are gathering at the entrance to the maze. Our people have already gone there. I've warned Anivia and the old guy who won't even acknowledge me. Take your time. There's no rush. The most important people always show up late. Everything's going to plan, but one thing's bothering me. Wenduag's gone. Okay, so I recognize this from Rogue Trader too. Some of the choices we make will branch the story in different ways, and that will show up in the text as blue dialogue, and it'll tell us, if you mouse over, it'll tell us what we did. So we told the truth to the Mongrel tribe and revealed the light of heaven despite Wenduag's attempts to persuade you otherwise, so she went off without us. All the tribes, so a whole army is marching on the maze then? By Mongrel standards, yes, but don't be too disappointed when you see the reality. There aren't many of us who can hold a weapon, and fewer still who can do any damage with one. What do you think happened to Wenduag? I don't know. She was always stubborn. Maybe she decided she could do it all on her own. I hope she comes back. We'll struggle without her. She'll struggle without us, no matter how hard she tried to deny it. What about Anivia and Horgus? Are we just going to leave him here? Once we cleared the maze, the way ahead will be safe. Anivia's in no state to fight, and that Horgus guy, he doesn't look like he'll shift an inch unless we roll out a red carpet all the way to the exit. Are you sure the maze is the only way to the surface? There was another passage, the one I used with my dad when we left and then came back. The chief back then, he found it and filled it in to stop anybody else going against the ancestors' wishes. And what the ancestors wanted was for everyone to go through the maze. I'm not sure of anything right now, but we don't have a choice. We can only go forward. All right, let's go. There's no time to lose. Before we do, thank you. I was so happy I forgot to thank you before, but you've done something no one else has in a long time. You've given the mongrels hope. It's like we're starting to believe that we're worth something now that we have the power of the angels on our side. It won't change anything, of course, but at least you'll help us save the young ones. Hopefully. Whoever you didn't support, the chief's all interaction would go off on their own. Okay. Straight road is the shortest. In the good evil spectrum, land shows as neutral. I don't buy it. Land is good. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see how his character develops over time, but I think that's one of the big downfalls of these alignment systems is like, it is hard to keep people in those, like, in those specific buckets. I think of all the games I played with alignment systems, I think Planescape Torment probably did the best at it.
Let us be off.
Like, people really did seem to fit the alignments they were assigned. Like, that felt... Planescape Torment felt more like the alignment system was just there to codify what the characters were. Whereas this one, it seems... I mean, you know, early days, we're only a couple hours into this, but it definitely seems more like an arbitrary tag.
Let's move.
The grandpappies built the maze and made it so the descendants couldn't come back to the surface. Rude, I know, right? Like, a little bit overkill, man. Most enemies try to attack your most vulnerable party members. You can always use the optimal formation instead of adjusting your party's formation manually. Okay, let's try that. Formation did not matter at all in Rogue Trader because it was purely turn-based combat on a grid, and you generally had the option to place your characters when the fight started. Nah, I don't like that. I like that better. We'll stick with the one we've been using. All right, how big is this map? This map, the shield maze is big. Best when alignment is descriptive, not prescriptive, is a way to see how they kind of are and not a plan for what they have to do. I agree with that, yeah.
Follow me.
I definitely agree with that.
Save the last one for me.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Holy Jesus, fuck. He ain't got no head no more. Ah, I missed those monitor lizard scales before. Damn. Well, life goes on, I suppose. Alignment is finally dead in Pathfinder 2 as of last year. Just a bad system overall. I can't think of a valid reason for it unless you want to go with the game mechanics, but even then it blows. I think they did it really well in Planescape Torment. It had very specific mechanical uses in that. I haven't really liked it in anything else that used it. I don't like this place. This isn't like the caves we're used to. It looks exactly like the caves you're used to, though. Tribes are gathering soon. Soon we will attack. How long can we wait? You know, why not just let me go in and do everything? We're gonna wait for them just a little while longer. And so the preparation will take the best part of the day. Let's go look in the maze ourselves and see what's what. Okay, so I think we're gonna go clear this place out ourselves. Yeah. Let's see what's off this way.
Do not fear.
You didn't kill all the bugs on the way in, man.
You won't survive me.
Wow, she poked it right in the dome. Just right up in there. Yeah, we're gonna save before we go in, don't worry. I save obsessively in RPGs. But I am gonna try and do better this time and save in just like one slot or so. Everybody else is just generic mongrels. Okay, squeeze through, please. The maze! Obsessively. Religion.
Thanks, Lan.
Bas Relief of Baphomet, Demon Lord, Lord of the Minotaurs, and Lord of the Labyrinth. Alright, a Baphomet production. Obsessively. I mean, by all accounts, this is a pretty nice maze. We got car figures, potion. Potion of reduced person when you need less person. Quaff a reduced person potion. This progressively generated dungeons. No, everything, I believe everything in this game is handcrafted. I think one of the DLCs might be like a roguelike thing, but I don't know. I just have it.
Yet another obstacle.
All right, we got cultists.
We can do it.
Murder. Oh my God! Jesus Christ! I decaffeinated her. All right, we got wizards and okay. Murder the wizard, please. Oh God! Oh. Recall reduced person is basically for when we want to be harder to hit. Large person when we be hit hard when we want to hit hard. Yeah, we decaffeinated her. One of the funniest things. Okay, it's when I was a kid and I watched Nicktoons. There was an episode of Rugrats where they were. I think they had made their way into the garage. And they were pretending like they were going through this like scary cave or something. And one of the running gags in Rugrats is that they knew all these words, like they knew these advanced words, but they didn't know how to use them. They would use them in place of other words. And there's a scene late in the episode where like one of their parents comes looking for them. And they get covered in a sheet, and they're wandering around, and then no, it's like they get covered in a sheet and tangled up with a hat rack, and so like they've got a sheet over them, but then like the hat is up above them, so it looks like they have no head. And they stumble in on the kids. The kid starts screaming. And one of them yells, "Oh my God, she's been decaffeinated." And that has stuck with me for decades. So yeah, I decaffeinated that poor woman. But she's also a cultist, so fuck her. Pick the lock. Sure, do it. I believe in you.
I hope you appreciate this.
Attempt to open a locked chest by either picking the lock with trickery or breaking it with brute force. No checks are required to break a chest. Take some time. Some of the contents will be broken. Picking the lock requires a skill check. Okay. An agate. Nice. They do drink a less coffee with no head. It's true. All right. What did I just get? I just got a bunch. Sort by type. Things. Daggers. I got a heavy crossbow. I got a punch dagger. Longbow. Do you have a short bow? No, you have a longbow. Got some armor. Leather armor, chain shirt, like stuff. What are you wearing? Chainmail. Armor 6. Yeah, we ain't there. You're wearing banded mail 7. Christ. You're wearing chain shirt. Okay, none of this matters. Lol, nothing matters.
What's that?
A trap. You're gonna come across a lot of traps. Perception skill check reveals them. The character with trickery goes and undoes them.
I am helpful, am I not?
You're all right. Any cool buff potions? Do I? I don't know. Do I? I have potion of cure light wounds, potion of mage armor, +4 armor bonus to AC. Potion, I can reduce people. And then I've got some inflict some wounds and remove some fears. So not a lot, really. Mage armor is so great for people with actual literal armor if memory serves. Does it not stack? Bonuses have types. The same types do not stack. Just take the best ones. The potion has an armor bonus, which regular armor also plus. So sorry, I'm not quite clear on what you're saying. So is this because I was reading this as this is just +4 armor to whoever you use it on. Are y'all saying this replaces? This would replace a normal armor bonus, so this wouldn't, for example, this wouldn't do anything for Dolok? Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. You know what? I'm gonna level with you. I don't think this is a maze. I think these...
The heartbeat quickens.
I think these weirdos just live here. Oh. That looked painful.
Now what is that?
Extensive with slightly water damage collection on writings on rituals and demon worship. What's it got? Masterwork glaive. Cool. A breastplate. How would that compare to... That is an improvement. Also looks pretty cool. Combat has a bigger focus on gore than I was expecting. It's just like in Rogue Trader, which I expected because that's 40K. It's a little surprising to see in a game like this. Like, I feel like I'm playing Fallout with Bloody Mess turned on. Time of the Minotaur, sermons from the labyrinth. Oh, mighty be our Lord, formidable and sublime. His body is a bastion of flesh, rising up above all minotaurs. His head, with the visage of a goat, is crowned with horns of flame. His shoulders and raiment are emblazoned with great runes, telling of his wisdom and might. In his hand he wields Azergal, his death-bringing scarlet glaive. His dark blade cleaves and torments those who cling to false virtues and who grovel before gods. Hail, Baphomet! Hail, Lord of the Beasts of Galarian and Lord of the Labyrinth! Hail, the scions of Baphomet, the mighty host, uncountable in number! I speak the truth, bow down before your Lord and Master, and let his will lead ye. Worship at his feet, and ye shall receive what ye desire. Cool. Good for you, man. You do that. Yeah, this seems less like a labyrinth and more just cultist party palace.
Check that out.
Can't check that out. They got a bunch of stuff, though.
Follow me.
Hexagonal table. How trendy.
Let me draw the first blood.
What do we got here? Corrupted mongrels. Uh-oh. Boom. Explain this, Lan. Hovland. His name was Hovland. Did you know him? Yeah, he's not from our tribe, but we're both hunters, so we cross paths from time to time in the cave passages. We'd share news and leave supplies for each other. Then he just disappeared. He used to talk about wanting to try his luck in the maze. I thought he was long dead. If only he had been. Why would mongrels attack us? Aren't we all on the same side? Something's wrong with them. Look, their bodies. It's like something's eating them from the inside out. Sure, maybe these guys just ate something weird or were having an off day, but I think something drove them out of their minds. Or someone. Seems like the shield maze here is crawling with cultists. How'd they get here? I have no idea. This is my first time here too. Maybe they fell down here the same way you did? Wenduag comes here all the time. I'd asked her about it if she were here. Come to think of it, where is she? I think Wenduag got some splaining to do. Bloodstains still mar the ground. Around them are comfortable benches with pillows. Someone clearly enjoyed watching others suffer. Ew, Bezoar. Ew, I'm not explaining what this is. You can look it up if you want, chat, but I wouldn't recommend it.
I am helpful, am I not?
I am helpful. Sure you are, lady. Sure you are. Which door? Which door? Which door? I'm gonna open this door.
March on.
Welp. Cultist champion.
Did we find trouble? They did.
Yeah, get him. Get him, ass. Potion and cure light wounds is a good way to heal in battle. First drag from the inventory to character's belt slot. After that, use them from the action bar. Alright, yeah. You're looking a bit peaked there. That gonna... Okay, he didn't actually do that, but whatever. Let's see.
A bright future awaits us.
Do you have... Lay on hands. Lay those hands on me. Cool, I'll take it.
I heed the voice of the
And
spirits.
then you have Cure Light Wounds.
Magritium Turinos.
Much better. Much better. He had a flail. Baphomet Cultist Heavy Shield. And Scale Mail. Reapy has a Bezor that's been turned into a gold ring. Weird. Masterwork Falcata. This is an exotic weapon. Dueling Sword. This is also exotic. Dwarven War Axe, also exotic. Interesting. Chain shirt. Scale mail. Look at all this loot, chat. This is great. I love loot. Long spear. Masterwork Warhammer. Tempting. Lockpicks. Can be used once to grant +5 bonus on tricky skill checks. Cool. Okie dokie. Well, that champion was scary. Let's pop another save. Oh, wow. Somehow we did not trigger that trap. And apparently... Wow, huh, okay.
I hope you appreciate this.
Lord, do I ever.
I am helpful, am I not?
Masterwork. Heavy mace? Rapier?
Onwards.
Can't hide from me.
Ooh, wooden plates. Where are we? Okay, we're over here. Alright, well there's some people just kind of chilling, so. I guess let's go kill them first.
Let we step on their toes as well?
You are today's sacrifice!
Oh my god! Yes, I did! That was horrible! He also probably shouldn't be so upbeat about exploding his kin. Potion of Protection from Chaos. Subject gains a +2 defensive bonus to AC and +2 resistance bonus on saves. Both these bonuses apply against attacks made or effects created by chaotic creatures. Wendrag is in the AP, but she has a larger presence in the game. Okay. Canabra's system of aqueducts channeling water from the river into the city was seriously damaged in the earthquake.
Save the last one for me.
Corrupted mongrel guard. Stop missing! Nice, there we go. Now I just have to remember you have all these things later. Yep, no chance of that happening. None whatsoever. That guy's glowing.
We will be victorious.
Alright, hang on. Do we have cool stuff we can use? Oh, I probably should have started with that. Okay, his power attack is active. Can you smite this guy? That looks smitey. He's trying to headbutt her. Fortunately, I think he's trying to hit the person with the highest dodge. That went well. He had a ring. Oh god, it's unidentified. Oh Christ. Oh Jesus. Oh Lord. Simply would not be digging around in people's bodies, but then again, I'm not a doctor. Razor sharp claws, rainbow quartz. Stuff. Things. Alright, where is this in relation to everything else? Okay.
Well?
There we go. Much better.
What's that?
Ding.
Follow me.
No, actually, just open the box. Cheese! Soft cheese. I found soft cheese in a flooded storeroom, chat. It's my lucky day. And a porcelain plate to eat it off of.
I am helpful, am I not?
Honey! Wow, soft cheese. It's... We got the makings of a charcuterie board here, chat.
March on. We cannot be defeated.
It makes me very nervous when he says that. Because we absolutely can be defeated.
Go for their hearts.
And it's by the grace of God we haven't been defeated yet. Oh my god. The hand of Osilia went down pretty hard. What's this? Osilia's orders. Follow the simple rules or you will die. Don't bother me unless strictly necessary. Keep the door to the shrine locked with the key I made. I don't care which one of you two holds onto it. You can tear each other to shreds over it for all I care. Don't even think of setting foot in the ritual chamber, ever. Keep the door to the unfinished section of the maze locked at all times. As a reminder for your feeble-minded vermin, the entrance is sealed using the hidden lever, the torch on the wall next to the door. The door itself is in the room with the blood pool, where I sometimes relax. Do something with the damn water elemental already. Do whatever you want with it, just make sure it's gone by tomorrow. Find a better hiding place for the paladin sword from the surface. I'll deal with that later. Remember that your life means less than nothing to me. I have plenty of people vying to become the hand of Hosilia. Sincerely, Hosilia.
Check that out.
Okay, well that is a bunch of interesting info that we're gonna need to
Onwards.
do stuff with. More corrupted folks. So let's
We
see.
should move.
I have a charge, so I can like.
The heartbeat quickens.
Okay. I'm not sure that entirely worked. Visually, it didn't look very chargy.
Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
A dart. Cool. It's so gross. Purifying solution. Magical substances necessary to clean and safely consume food in the corrupted wastelands of the world wound. I guess that'll be pertinent later in the game. Oh, only 55% chance to pick it.
This one was beyond me.
Try it again.
I hope you appreciate this.
So this game just lets you retry skill checks. Scale mail. Unidentified. I need y'all. Masterwork heavy flail. That is tempting. It is masterwork. Full iron masterwork dueling sword. I do kind of wish.
I am helpful, am I not?
I do kind of wish RPGs like this weren't so extremely specific about their weapons. Like here. Like, my dude has weapon proficiency in short sword and light crossbow, and a weapon focus in heavy mace. Like, that's really, really specific. Like, it makes it seem a little superfluous to have so many different kinds of weapons in a game when your character basically specs into one very, 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 very specific one. Still, skill check has no negative. Failing all costs is time. If there's damaging trap or alarm, that'd be different. In Rogue Trader, if you fail a skill check, it debuffs your character. They become like confused, and it makes all of their subsequent skill checks harder to hit. So there's a wee bit of risk to that. 2, you got rid of weapon focus. You weren't locking yourself in exactly one weapon. And Pathfinder's minutiae-rific. Let's see. You have a longsword. Okay, I just found something. Dueling sword. You don't use dueling swords, you use rapiers, but yours is already cold iron, so who gives a fuck? Also, we're carrying a lot of shit. Some of this stuff may need to be gotten rid of. And I'm not gonna put on anything I haven't fucking identified. Probably the Shadows of Pathfinder, even I can't defend Pathfinder from its love of minutiae. Well, it ain't a deal breaker. I used to play the hell out of Diablo 2, and the Barbarian class in that had an entire skill tree that was just weapon specialties, where basically you would pick one, and that was it. And I hated that, but I still dealt with it. Yeah, I much prefer games where you don't have to spec into a specific weapon. Because that way, whenever you find something cool, you can just start using the cool new thing.
Let's move.
I am helpful, am I not?
You want? How would you like to do a charge?
Charge!
The light, take you!
Well, she fucked them up. The evil cultists have bunk beds. It's adorable. Near vision D&D has some weapon expertise tricks melee folk can pull with certain weapon types. Only a few, and they don't lock you in. Beats just hitting the attack button over and over. I think it would make more sense to me. I think it would make more sense to me if, like, weapon specialization was something that happened at, like, the end of the game. You know, once you've found pretty much all the gear that you're gonna find, and you've settled on like one or two select weapons that are really, really good for your build, then do weapon specialization. All right, what the hell? I just picked up something that looked cool. Oh, this is a Masterwork short sword. She has a long sword. Right-click my Grim Dawn man, deal 4,000 damage to my shield. Are all Pathfinder CRPGs real-time with pause? Any turn-based? This one, you can toggle a turn-based mode in this. Like, you can actually play this one turn-based. I'm not playing it turn-based because right now the battles are absolutely not complex enough to demand it.
We will be victorious.
Let's see. Can I... Okay, yeah. Let's check out turn-based mode. Why the fuck not? Turn-based combat, characters act in turns determine my initiative check, yada, yada, yada. It's fine. Let's see. So let's see. You can move here. And then, let's see. And then I want you to shoot the cultist champion. Alright. I want you to move here, and then I don't suppose... Yeah, you can't use charge here.
No glory without risk!
Activate Bum Rush or use the chainsaw. Sure, do that. Why not? Ow.
Forwards!
Endure this!
Into the fray!
This will leave a bruise.
I'll cut you wide open. The spirits demand your blood.
We won't falter!
See this getting ganked? Oh, shit. Clicked on the wrong guy. Oh, I killed him. Nice. Score. Get some rest of it. Good luck. Thank you. I appreciate it. You need a couple of these. Where's your... Where's your... Do it... No, I don't think you can do it from there. I'm out of actions for that. Ah, good, she missed. He missed.
Sacrifice.
Strike with all your might.
Oh no, he missed.
You've crossed the wrong mark.
And he missed. Several times, in fact. Alright. Nice dodge.
Go for their heart.
We can do it.
God damn, quit missing.
You won't survive me.
Ha! Fuck.
The light, take you. I'll just sit here.
Splat.
I'll cut you wide open.
We did it. Huzzah. Alright. Alright, so yeah. Turn-based mode kinda sucks. It is unnecessarily long, and I think we would have done way better not doing that. Almost new diary. Diary has only one entry on the very first page. Life is shit! Well, my brethren, although what kind of brothers are they, really are having a great time up on the surface. I'm stuck down here with Hosilia. The nightmare and the mongrel scum. To top it all off, the pipe sprung a leak and elementals smashing up the kitchen. That bitch Hosilia is setting off everyone she can find to try to kill the thing. All you can do is hide around corners, under beds, and cupboards. I don't want to die. This isn't how I pictured it serving Baphomet. This isn't how I pictured it all.
Together, we stand.
Well, she didn't get... Oh. Alright. We're overloaded. What's the heaviest thing we got? Oh, we went descending order. I'm carrying around 150 pounds of scale mail that's worth like 65 bucks. Great. Let's drop all that. Hate encumbrance. I need to carry everything, single thing not nailed down. Yeah. Encumbrance is always, to me, just like completely unnecessary. Not that. Okay, where it... Damn potions, where? Where do your potions go? You have potions. How do I make you use them? Where are the potions? I don't think I can do it from here. No. You can't do it from your inventory. You're supposed to equip them from your inventory and then use them from somewhere else. But they're not on her skill bar. Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah, just drink a bunch of shit. You'll be fine. It'll be like you never died at all. What's this? Shield of Faith. Okay, great. Good for you. I think everybody just wants a bunch of these. So yeah, on top of the skill bar is the A tab, which is your additional abilities, which is like really, I guess, the full scope of your abilities. And then the B tab is your usable items.
I'll make my own legend.
Sure you will, bud. Sure you will. Another nice thing that Rogue Trader does is, well, there's no encumbrance limit at all. You take everything. In fact, the game won't let you not take spoils from fights. And then anything you don't want, you can package into cargo that's used for trading. It's a very efficient system. Okay, so there's
What do we have here?
okay. A thingy.
What's on your mind?
You come over here and do that.
I hope you appreciate this.
They got a real rat problem in here. Should really do something about that. Tainted fowl. Mix of spices. We can make that work. Haha. Secrets abound. Cold iron masterwork longsword. Sounds good to me. And a quarterstaff. Believe you were using... I mean, sure, whatever. You have a heavy shield. All the same. Both Manic. I can save whenever I want, and the game auto saves every like 5 minutes or something. Your enemy has their own unique statistics and abilities. Knowing enemy strengths and weakness may be crucial. Winning. Pressing spec button on the interface bar or the Y key. Okay. Ah, it's this button. Are you going to eat the tainted fowl? Absolutely not. No chance.
We cannot be defeated.
All right, we got a bunch of stuff happening. We're gonna go for you first. I wonder what that's supposed to do. Oh, that person exploded. Bless you. Well, that was disgusting. All right, we're coming up on the weight limit again. But hey, we found the blood pool. That's exciting. Ritual pool filled with fresh blood. Let's see, where do I want to go from here?
Onwards. Check that out.
Yeah, check it out. It's a fucking trap. Let's see.
The spirits guide me.
No, I don't want you to do that. I want you to do like that. Yeah, there we go. No, 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 lady! I swear, god damn it. And I can't change the angle. There we go.
I am helpful, am I not?
Adventures await.
That really did not do much for you. Oh, I guess I got a really poor roll on that. One old time way to cure anemia was to have someone stick nails in an apple for a day and then remove the nails in the. Oh my god, that sounds horrible. Okay, that's a ritual chamber. That's a dretch. Before we do that. Okay, that's locked, but not if we do that. This is the unfinished section of the maze.
Now, what is that?
That's a trap. Hang on. Let me check the journal real quick. Okay, I think this is the right way to go, so let's go the wrong way.
Let's move. Charge! Forwards!
Count an enemy Dretcho's damage reduction. Ability reduces all received damage by a certain number. Energy damage ignores this ability. Description of this ability, find out works for a specific creature. How much reduces damage? Ah, cold. So cold iron. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It so utterly does not matter. Diamond dust. Neat. Then the corpses littered around the summoning site. The cultists did manage to summon a demon in the end. In the end, it did actually really matter. Okay, everything's heavy again, so let's see here. Oh, this leather armor is like next to worthless. Chuck that. Okay, so that's required as a key. So we need to go into the unfinished part of the maze, I guess.
We will be victorious.
What's that? It's the hand of Hosilia.
We won't falter.
Get him. Yep, we got him. We got him. Alright, so apparently one of them had the key. Buys the maze builders lie where they were caught by the earth elementals and enraged by the earthquake. Builders' tools lie scattered next to their bodies. Poor bastards.
I tire of waiting.
That was a good one. Man, I love that sound effect. That nice gooshy sound effect of moving potions around. Delightful.
Let me draw the first blood.
Ferocious Monitor Lizard.
The spirits demand your
Get that one, it's closer. Wow, they hit hard. This game contains optional, especially dangerous opponents or groups of enemies only the most experienced adventurers can handle. One such opponent waits you on the other side of this door. Carefully weigh all the risks involved before entering. I didn't, but it doesn't matter. Skinning only partially succeeded.
Not this time.
Camellia? Camellia? It's a 70% chance. You can't fail this many times. Apparently you can.
Follow me.
Large aggressive creature is kept in the cage. Judging by the bent bars, the creature is now loose. Well, I bet that was them. Okay, can you just do this now, please? Nope. All right, fine. Lockpick it. What? How are you? How is she still failing a 95% chance? Dama, thank you so much for the raid. What's going on? I'm trying to open a chest that absolutely refuses to open. So forget that. What's up, Ethio? How you doing? What's up, Alexicographic?
I'll watch your back.
See if I can scoot around here.
At your discretion.
Pop this trap.
I am helpful.
Try a different character pick. I thought it was defaulting to her. Nope, it does not open. I'm gonna assume it's bugged.
This is my path.
Actually, just finished a playthrough. Oh, cool. This is my first time ever playing this. So this is a very new experience for me.
We cannot be defeated.
The
Okay.
light, take you.
Splorch. Check the log. Locks can jam if a character fails their trickery check. Oh yeah, I missed that. She failed and the lock is jammed. Okay. Well,
We should move.
at least there's a good reason.
I'll make my own legend.
All right. Masterwork Scimitar. Cool. Composite longbow. Wonder. You're using a longbow. Oh yeah. That's actually way better. All right, well, if it's jammed, then I guess we can just smash it open. I just didn't need that Masterwork Sword of Slaying Pathfinder.
Forget it.
It took 4 minutes and okay. Metal scrap, shattered glass, and magical scraps. Everything has been destroyed. Perfect.
What's that?
I hope.
Oh, they dwarf grenadier. Oh, that's cool. The first time I play a new RPG, I tend to go with a very general character. Oh my god. What the fuck? I tend to go with a very general character type. I'm playing just like a pre-built warrior. Because I figure I need to get acclimated to all the systems and whatnot.
No glory without risk. The inheritor, guide my blade.
Oh, I spy a puzzle. Oh boy. Bleh. Blood vial. Gross. Gross! This place is disgusting. I ain't touching that without some guidance.
March on.
What do we have here?
Ooh.
Onwards.
Heavy pick. How heavy? Not that heavy. Okay, don't fuck this one up.
I am helpful.
Thank you.
Am I not?
Pushing a blur. That's cool. The room's early in the maze with 4 portions next to each other. That's the key. Okay. Okay. We'll place that one. Which looks pretty cool in that.
Let us be off. Adventures await.
No reason to pause.
Alright, that's better. That's an earth elemental. Okay.
A bright future awaits us.
You really, do you really need me to...
Open your heart to me.
What? Why?
Rely on me. Did I mess up again? We are the light. They
Yeah,
are
figures.
the darkness.
Endure this.
And it's just a big guy made out of rock. How bad could it be? Not very, as it turns out. Meteor dust. Neat.
Let's move.
All right. Well, I guess we're good to go. Difficult battles come, your heroes might be wounded, may have run out of spells, and need to rest. Oh, you can set up a camp. Huh, okay. Let's just, let's just set up camp on the summoning circle here. Perfect. That'll be lovely. Regain lost HP, prepare spells, remove some negative effects such as fatigue and exhaustion, and assign up to character the right position in the camp. One character can't occupy more than one position. Assign characters will make skill checks, provide security, camouflage, Your activities, protective rituals, camouflage, and night watch. Okay. Huh, okay. A ton of super obscure spell components and vaguely magical detritus. I would let you do something with this. Of course they will. Of course they will. I see. It looks like everybody got auto-assigned to what they'll be most useful for. Alright, sure, why not?
You know, I hope this war at least teaches you how to talk to get along with your comrades in arms. I think we've got a decent party here, and you could find yourself some friends.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to kill.
You tell him. Okay, cool. Everything was great. Alright, well, chat, I had no idea how late it had gotten, actually, so I think this is probably a good place to stop. I imagine I'm right by the end of the shield maze, but we can just pick up here tomorrow night. Sleeping mechanics may be too crunch for you. Yeah, I hadn't been paying any attention to what time it was, so. Alright, so. Yeah, seriously. So I will pop out of here. But chat, since this is a democratic playthrough. Yeah, the Dama raid should have been a clue. Absolutely. Let's see what y'all voted. Let's see how y'all decided on this. Oh, okay. Well, it's unanimous, actually. For the first night, at least, everybody voted to continue. So we'll continue Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous tomorrow night. We'll pick up where we left off. We'll finish the Shield Cave. I imagine we'll get above ground, and we'll go from there. We'll see what condition the city's in, I guess. Tomorrow will also be a democratic playthrough, so if you want to continue on Wednesday as well, you want to show up tomorrow and vote for that. Thursday and Saturday will be the Power Hours. We'll be working our way through the rest of January 1995 in Nintendo Power. And then Friday is either going to be the March Community Night or one of our regular Friday features, depending on how y'all vote for that. A lot of democracy floating around right now, chat. A lot of votes to grasp and command if you have a mind to. But anyway, Jesus Christ, it is late. I need to find somebody for y'all to raid, if anybody's even up at this hour, which they are not. So I will just let you go, actually. But anyway, chat, thank you very much for coming out tonight. Thanks for joining me for the first night of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm pretty into it so far. It is neat. It's got a neat vibe to it, and I like the opening hook. So, but yeah, thank y'all for coming out. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow for more Wrath of the Righteous, whoever they are, whoever's getting all pissed off about this. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.